see what's popping.
What you giving me today? You giving me Farrah
Please say
Fawcett?
yes! I was trying to go for 1970s realness, bitch.
You giving me Farrah Fawcett today?
Yes. You started to put on my extra long, the Negroes hate these lashes today.
Wait, so was your intention to give me Farrah Fawcett today?
Yeah, it was.
That was your...
That was the whole goal, from like the top to the small chain, the big hoops. Yes, I was going for Farrah Fawcett, girl. Mission accomplished. Call me George W. Where's my sign? Where's my fucking sign?
What?
I need my mission accomplished sign to drop down in the background. My dumb ass is like, why can't I see the group? Because I'm not in the group yet.
You giving me 70s Charlie's Angels, Farrah Fawcett, child.
But don't ask me though to do no karate chops, no shit like that. The way my ankles is set up.
Who's the one person? You?
Probably me.
Oh, it's two.
Or you.
No, I didn't open it.
I think the two people are me and you.
I didn't. It's not me.
Oh, it's not you. Oh, how do you know it's two people?
It's three people. I can see it at the top. I can see it on StreamYard.
Oh, I can't see it. Probably because I'm not the host. Hey, y'all, come on in.
With the mostest. I'm the hostess with the mostest. Who is that? Who is I? He
Candy.
is I and I is him. What's your name?
Tammy.
Hey, Tammy.
Tammy be here every week, faithfully, on time.
Tammy, girl. Not girl. Every week, girl. Thank you, girl.
Every week. Oh, wait, should I wait to...
What we talking about today? Ooh.
Girl, we gonna figure this out. It's gonna be an interesting show because
hey, we winging it like we do every week.
See, you know,
we want to wing it like we do every week. Should we get started? It's what time?
Yeah, it's 8:05. So if it's just me and you talking, girl, it's just gonna be me and you. But we got all the listeners out on podcast land, so
that's true. Well, welcome to episode 10. I cannot believe it. It has been 10 episodes of the Crazy Vixen Memoirs podcast. I am your lovely host, Crystal, and my Farrah Fawcett as titty out having big curls having co-host is
talking about me. Hey y'all, hey. Yes, I had to get glammed up for episode 10, and apparently people only watch when my titties are out, so we're gonna hope that we get some people to chime in today.
Titty cast. Hey Quita.
Hey Quita Pooh.
But yes, welcome to another crazy ride. This episode 10. I cannot believe I done been sitting here with y'all for 10 Mondays.
2.5 months.
Yeah, it's crazy. Y'all are crazy, but thank you. I cannot express to you enough how I appreciate it. So thank you.
Oh, also, you know I gotta do plugs every week. So for episode 10, I went out and I got me some Uncle Nearest. So this is the black guy that taught Jack Daniels how to make fucking whiskey and get no recognition. So now there's a label in recognition and it's black owned.
Always stealing from the black man.
No, we can't never have shit, right? So I figured episode 10 we're gonna pour up for Uncle Nearest. I won't be drinking a lot of it because I can't, have another Tuesday like I did a couple of weeks ago.
Did you say I'm Mickey B?
Huh? Mickey B? Oh, I don't know. Hey, y'all, I'm Mickey B.
I don't know if you did, but it's Farrah Fawcett, actually. It's not even Mickey B. But thank y'all for joining this Monday and every Monday for the past 2.5 months. Thank you so much. What y'all drinking on today? She got whiskey. I got vodka. And that's about it. Lance is coming on the show to present his side of an argument of a post he put up on Friday. So He'll be here later. Hey, Lulu.
Hey, Lulu.
So we'll get started. I don't know what's been happening. I have been
pineapple beer. Who said
sounds
that?
good. I'm down for anything pineapple.
That sounds delicious.
I know. Lulu, Walmart.
Lele.
Hey,
Lele.
Lele. Lele. All right, I'm with you, Lulu. You should be. I should be detoxing too.
I think for real, I'm going to Jamaica. I was gonna say all May I'm not drinking any alcohol. That is a lie. Lies I tell.
Lies. The lies.
I'm gonna try to detox. I need to drop 20, 30 pounds by my birthday.
Oh, that's easy. That's December. You got that.
Yeah, I got time. I just have to stop drinking liquor and eating carbs. It be calling me.
It do.
It be calling me. The Doritos be like, bitch.
First of all, if y'all don't know, the two of us are obsessed with Doritos. Hey, Tammy. Tammy's here. It's quite a few of y'all in here. Thank you. Even if you didn't check in, I can see how many people are here. So thank you. Whether you checked in or not, thank you for joining. We'll get started. What happened? What's been happening over the last week?
Let's see. Let's get into all the fun things that have been happening. We'll just get through this. Hey, Sam. Hey, Keena. You sure did miss last week.
Yeah, bro. We went over all your topics that you sent me to discuss last week, and you wouldn't even. We went over your topics, so thank you as always for sending them. Thank you, sir. But what happened? Oh,
we lost Black Rob, G. Like this time last week, we were just DMXing. You know what I'm saying? Now we got to Black Rob it out.
I can't come in here week after week after week after week and RIP. I can't. I can't do it. That's why I always say, like, I always check and see, like, how old, 50, 51, like, girl, we 40. Imagine getting out of here in 10 years. Like, it's crazy. I can't come in here. Y'all got to chill. I can't come in here week after week after week and RIP it up.
It's just rough. And it was funny because I don't know if you remember, maybe like 8 months ago, I was asking people for suggestions for my college years playlist on Spotify. And you know, Whoa, Life Story, Rough Riders Anthem, Top Shotters, all on that list. And I was just like, oh.
Literally the soundtrack to our college years. It's crazy, man. But rest in peace, Black Rob. Rest in peace again, DMX, man. Please, let's have a quiet death week. I don't want to come back in here next week.
Like, yo, guess what up?
A fact. So yeah, rest in peace. What else happened?
Let's see. Well, spin off from that, I guess some people are calling Diddy out. One, because Diddy has offered to help pay for the funeral. And somebody was like, nigga, help. You're like a billionaire. You just pay for the fucking funeral. And then the other conversation is Diddy toxic? I mean, yeah, he is. But
it's toxic.
I mean, let's be real. We all watch Making the Band. That nigga made motherfuckers walk for cheesecake. You know, like clearly he's toxic.
I'm shutting down the studio.
You just gonna use your any sound in it, Sarah?
I'm shutting down the studio. Yeah.
So that's kind of been coming up, and they were like showing all the artists that Diddy worked with that low key got fucked up, right? So like Shine just got out of prison, a couple of months ago?
I didn't even know Shine was out of prison.
I think he just got out.
This is a good topic though. You know, you and I did not agree when Kylie did this, when y'all was like, well, Kylie ain't got a fucking, you know, she ain't got to help her people, or not even her people, but you know, she talked about the the makeup artist, and she put the GoFundMe, and y'all was like, she don't got to pay that, and I was like, I mean, she could, but you just on Forbes, talking about you the richest bitch in the world.
I think the reason why I disagree with this, Diddy is still making money off of Rob. He is going to continue to make money off of Black Rob. You know what I mean? So technically, probably this shit's going to pay for himself. You know what I mean? Like, he looked fucked up before. You know, he looked really. He looks like he hasn't had any type of medical attention. Bro is missing that front tooth. Like he's probably been living check to check, and Diddy's definitely getting that. Make this money, get this money. Like he's living off of Black Rob. He can pay for the shit.
Don't do Diddy. Yeah, I felt my stance on the whole thing was, I mean, if you got it, is Diddy and Kylie. Like, if you got it, just go ahead and pay. Like, what? That shit is a drop in the water to fucking millionaires and billionaires. Like, if you got it, you got it. But I mean, what calling out Diddy for what? Because he said he would help instead of pay for the whole thing. I'm sure Diddy can pay for the whole fucking thing. Like, everybody relax.
Well, it was that, and it was also the fact that he's worked with all of these people, and all these people be in really fucked up situations afterwards. I mean, like, who's really on Bad Boy?
No one.
Exactly. People be on Bad Boy for like 5 minutes and be like, you know what? I'm good.
You better get your shit while you can get it. You better make your money while you can make it,
and go.
Yeah, do what you can.
Because Diddy only cares about Diddy.
That's fucked up. But
Diddy and kids are living off all his artists. True. And Ciroc now. They got Ciroc.
But what else happened? What else was happening in pop culture?
So Jocelyn Hernandez has a new show. Have you on the Zeus Network?
Double Homicide. You think I ain't seen Double Homicide?
That's why I brought it up. So I don't know, y'all, if y'all have what's the name of this show? I don't even know what the hell the name of this show is.
Jocelyn's Cabaret, girl.
Is it really Cabaret? It's like strippers and porn stars on there. And they hood as fuck. But Crystal tagged me in this clip that is hilarious. This girl's talking about how she just had to abort her two twins. The homegirl was like, double homicide. Bro, you can't say that on TV. You cannot. And I just saw a clip a couple of hours ago where the two girls was getting into it, and the one girl instituted a dance off.
Oh, I didn't see that.
She instituted like a strip dance off, and then like in the, you know how they have they little moments by themselves. This bitch was like, "You just got served."
I told you. I said I have to find the Zeus Network. I never have had to have the Zeus Network until I saw this fucking clip, because if this is the fuck y'all doing on this shit,
wild.
I have to see this. I gotta see it. So I'm gonna find the Zeus. I don't care how much it costs. I don't care what I gotta add on to my bill, but I gotta find out what the fuck is going on. Cause what?
Girl, she was crazy. I'm like, you know what? I fuck with Jocelyn.
Me too.
I mean, she's toxic as hell too, but she is pure comedy. Like,
me too.
Until that bitch was like, I ain't going back to the strip club. You can't take me to the strip club, DB. I was like, I like her.
I'm not doing this. She got her own shit. She doing her own thing, and I'm a fan. I'm gonna be front center every time, every week it come on to find out what the fuck Jocelyn Hernandez is the fuck up to. That's what I'm saying. Who said we don't get mad at companies when we get laid off or fired?
I did. I'm still pissed at the company that laid me off. The fuck?
Oh.
I fucked up my livelihood for like 7 years. Yeah, I'm still pissed at them.
She is definitely hilarious.
Miss Hernandez. Yeah, so we're gonna have to find some clips. I think we can share, like screen share and stuff here. So we might have to share a clip in the future. From the Jocelyn Hernandez, because that bitch be having the Puerto Rican princess mommy.
Yeah, and everybody is making me walk back my statements about Usher. I said,
Usher bucks.
I said if it was a promotion for an album, I would, walk it back. But yeah, Usher, go sit down.
But has Usher actually come out and said anything about it?
I don't know if Usher said that or if somebody else said that. That's a good point.
I mean, because that could be his PR team. Right? If I worked in PR and people were like, yo, Usher don't like to pay for shit and he out here throwing fake
now that's true.
Prince Hakeem bucks.
That's true. Even if the specific Usher story wasn't even if the specific Usher buck story wasn't true, it was so many people that came out with so many other stories that were
yes. Like Okay, so maybe Usher Buzz might have been an elaboration, but Buddy is definitely walking up out the stores with clothes on, being like, all right, man, it was good talking to you. The jacket, though. Thanks, fam. See you next time. Like,
Facts. But yeah. And what else happened? Was that it? Was that all for pop?
In terms of things that were like non-civil unrest, yeah.
Yeah, because y'all, me and Lulu been talking all day about the trial. God damn. Y'all know how long we've been at home. I was talking to Karen the other day, and I was like, girl, we've been at home long enough to see you murder him, you go to jail for murdering him, and then you going in full trial for, girl, you've been home a long, you know how long trials take? We've been home
months.
I know.
Takes months to get a fucking trial.
We watch you murder him and get arrested and go to jail and go to trial and complete the trial. Fuck.
You know what's crazy? And it's not even like a judge only. Like it's a jury trial. Like y'all had time to interview people.
Hey, I saw the racial makeup today, and I was like, Remember I told y'all, like, I gotta find out the racial makeup of the jury. I was like, fuck. It's like,
I saw it online. It's like mostly white people.
Women.
And mostly men.
No, it's women. Yes. It's more women than men.
Oh, I think I only saw one black lady was on there who's like 60. And I was like, where'd y'all find this 60-year-old black lady?
Fuck. I was like,
fuck. With nobody available that week, they're like, nah. We're going to have a black woman, but she's going to be an older woman.
Fuck. But yeah, other than that, the baby, I wish y'all knew. Y'all got kids. Y'all know how regular going to McDonald's is. This shit is just so fucked up, bro. I got to cut the news off. I gotta get a break, man. I can't with this no more. You know, normally, you know me, I be obsessed. I'm on CNN, Channel 5, Channel 7. I'm everywhere. I gotta cut that shit off. It's just too much, man. It's entirely too much.
And it's back to back to back.
Like,
the police, they just like, we just gonna shoot everybody. Negroes are like, we just gonna shoot everybody. Everybody is shooting everybody at this point. So I feel like Hot Girl Summer might be on the back burner again. I don't know.
You always talk about come outside.
I love outside.
You don't ever want to come outside. Come outside.
I love outside, but girl, if I'm about to get sprayed up trying to get a McFlurry, I ain't coming up, man.
Facts.
I'm not even supposed to be at McDonald's.
Facts. Well, that was it for me. I can't think of nothing else that happened this week. Anybody else got something that happened this week? It was a pretty quiet week. I think that was it though. You got anything else in Hot Topics?
No, but I have a couple. Well, actually, I talked about two of them already. I have one for my You Wildin' this week. You Wildin' fam segment.
Man, you Wildin' fam. Who wildin'?
Who's wildin' this week? Well, you know what? I'm going to give it up to my girl, Auntie Lori. These are all allegations, okay, in case we got to come back next week and walk our statements back. Auntie Lori, what up, Kelly? Word on the street. And when we say Auntie Lori, we're talking about Lori Lightfoot, mayor of the city.
They know what you talking about. They know you talking about your auntie.
I mean, because, she was all like, stay safe, stay home. Like, yeah, we're going to be in the crib. I mean, she's already been fucking up with the whole police shit and some of the statements she's been, saying. And like, yeah, stand behind the police that shot like an unarmed 13-year-old. But what she's really wilding for, apparently, over the weekend, this is the story. Again, I have not been able to corroborate whether it's off factual. She got caught cheating on her wife.
Allegedly.
And it was like a threesome situation. What you mean? And it was two other chicks.
So she was, wait, whoa. Allegedly. She was cheating. She was cheating on her wife.
Mm-hmm. With two other women. One of the women was possibly a staff member. And the other was possibly somebody that needed a favor. A favor. This is all allegedly.
So what you're trying to tell me is Lori got home.
Yada. Yes. Lori is out here hot body thotty like
You trying to tell me I see Lori?
Yeah. She's like, look, hot girl summer starting in April, hoes. Yeah, she wilding, fam is wilding, but I'm living for this.
Tell me is Lori got hoes in different area codes?
Well, Lori was like, I'm the mayor of the city. What you gonna do for me? Drop down and leave me alone, girl.
Can you never let me envision Lori dropping down and getting her eagle on? I never want the visual ever in my life of Lori dropping down, getting her eagle on. Please, damn.
Oh my God.
Visual.
Girl, I'm gonna find the video.
So you trying to tell me once Lori take them suits off,
she gets it in. She gets it in. But it doesn't stop there. So apparently her wife found out. And if you have never seen the two of them next to each other, Lori's wife is like 2 feet taller than her. She overshadows her. So apparently she found out, beat the brakes off of her, and kicked her out the house.
Lori.
Domestic violence is never okay, y'all.
So Lori, wait. The wife found out and kicked Lori out the house?
No, she beat the brakes off of her first.
Excuse me.
Then she kicked her out the house.
Lori said, "Where the fuck is y'all talking about? This ain't too. We got more pressing. That's how you know some shit happened. That's how you know some shit is true. Once you start being like, look, shit.
There's other things going on.
We got other shit to talk about. Ain't killing these kids and shit. What the fuck is y'all talking about?
Hey, girl, but y'all worry about me.
Y'all worry about me and they killing these kids out here. The fuck y'all worry about me and my life? Like, yeah, Lori.
Girl.
Like, that's some shit.
Sound like you dropped it low for some favors.
That's some shit I would say if I got caught. Like, why y'all worried about me? It's other shit going on out here in these streets.
It's a pandemic.
Right. They killing people and shit, y'all. So we got shit happening and y'all fucking worried about who I'm having sex with. The fuck? Lori, I don't know, Lori. You can't kick me out of my fucking mayor's mansion, bitch. What you mean? Goodbye. You go.
I don't think she lives in the mayor's mansion. I think they live in a regular ass house.
Ain't no such thing as a mayor's mansion. Ain't no such thing as a.
I mean, I got my list of shit I'm writing down because people are dropping all types of suggestions on us today. So I'm gonna look up where mayors in Chicago live. But I want to say when they were camping outside of my homeboy Rob Blagojevich's house, that was his regular crib.
That's true. That was he was the governor. That's true. It was like a regular, it was like a regular house on the north side. Why the fuck do y'all live regularly amongst the people? Why y'all don't live in a fucking gated community and no shit?
I feel like he had a house in Springfield, but he preferred to stay at his shit in Chicago.
Exactly. You gonna kick me out of my mayor's mansion? Ho, you get out. The fuck? Nigga, I got hoes, so you gotta go.
She got places to go. She fine.
A threesome.
Take one of those men's suits with it that's too damn big. She gonna be cool. Wait, and then somebody else, the PPP loan shit got published. Like the list of the names, which is wild. They also said the addresses were on there. And it is public information. That's kind of the downside about government shit. Because shit is funded with tax money, taxpayers need to know how our money is spent. So anyone that got a PPP loan, just FYI, that shit is public knowledge and public record for people to look that shit up. So somebody looked it up. And again, I don't know if this is true. This is all allegedly. She gave like $1 million to Men's Warehouse. And I was like,
I saw that shit too. And bitch, you don't know how I felt the fuck out when I saw that.
It all makes sense.
Men's Warehouse, Lori.
She's not even paying for them shits. They're just dropping them off at her house and any size available.
Big ass suits, girl. Girl.
She got them fresh out of prison suits. And that's my You Wildin' fam for today.
You Wildin' fam. Listen. I don't know about Lori. Y'all keep me posted on what's going on with Lori in the mayor's mansion. Who's talking about they dying in mayor's mansion? Because I feel like I just need a mayor's mansion. Ain't it a governor's mansion? But nah, that nigga was right on the north side.
Right up north.
But why though? You the governor. You could be any place in the whole fucking state. Like, why are you on the north?
Have you been to Springfield?
I mean, you could be anywhere in the state. Like, why are you on the north side of Chicago? You could be anywhere.
Because the north side of Chicago is lit.
I mean, yeah, but I could be anywhere in the state. Like, I'm not gonna be in the north side of Chicago.
But man, look, he would probably had hoes too, and he was probably dealing with them young girls that be over on the fucking Gold Coast in the Viagra Triangle. He was like, look, I need to be close to the hoes.
Lori said, look, I don't got one girlfriend, ho. I got two. Fuck is you talking about? I got hoes. And then was like, don't ask me shit about my fucking life, niggas. Shit going on.
That's not how this works.
Niggas shit going on out in these streets. They killing people. All right, Lori. Well, y'all keep me posted, man. So what did we come to talk about today? Today's topic, I wanted it to be about relationship deal breakers.
Deal breakers.
Yes, relationship deal breakers. So you are Miss Relationship Girl. So what would be some of your relationship deal breakers?
So I had to think about this, right? Because then, I always joke and be like, as long as he's breathing.
He has to be breathing, correct.
Yeah. But I've talked to quite a few people. What did we say the last time? Like 10 people in the last 3 or 4 years that I've talked to. And I X people out super quick. Like I usually know after 2 or 3 conversations if it's a yes or a no. And I think one of my biggest deal breakers early is like, do I think I'm going to have a lot of arguments with you?
You do not like to argue.
Fucking argue. Because my issue with arguing is I have a temper, right? And I'm not about to sit there and argue with you. We're going to end up throwing hands, right? So I don't like to be in positions where I feel like it can get violent because I don't want to argue. I don't want to talk about shit. Either we boxing or we not. So in order to avoid that, I'm just not going to deal with it. So whenever I get into a situation with a guy and I'm like, oh, nope, he's going to disturb my peace, I instantly get it. Like, it doesn't matter what he looks like. He could be fine. He could be average. He could be, mommy's special baby. But like, if I get that energy from you, I'm Xing you immediately.
You know what? To be honest, I have been around you most of my life, and I don't think I've ever been around you arguing. Maybe a couple words here and there, but like a full-on argument,
shit don't happen.
I know that you cannot even begin to say the same thing about me, but I know that I have not. You're right. Like I have not been around you, and you have been beefing or fighting with your significant other. So, and that's true. You don't like to argue. So I could see that being, one of your deal breakers.
Yeah, I just, especially at this age, like I just want to chill out and relax. And like work is already stressful. Life is just stressful every time you turn on the damn news. Like the last thing I want to do is be chilling with my guy and he's in my ear about some dumb shit,
Facts.
And it's like, I don't have time for this. Like my home life and my work life both can't be chaotic. It's either one or the other. Work is always going to be fucking chaotic. So home has to be like on point.
Mm-hmm. So I agree. I don't really, besides like cheating and shit, like I don't really have, because today, if you cheat on me today at 40, you know what I'm saying, 39, 40, I'm good. Like I'm straight. And just the regular shit, you got to have a job and you can't be a fucking cheater. Like the fuck. Because I guess at the end of the day, relationships are optional, right? Like we really don't have to do this. So if you don't want to be in a relationship and you want to do all of these other things, you're very welcome to do those things. Like, we don't got to be in a relationship. So if you want to be out and be free and, sow your hoe oats, go right ahead. I probably want to sow my hoe oats too.
We can do the shit together. You know what I mean? Like we don't have to have an official title if that's not what you're ready for.
Fact. So if you're in a position where you don't want to, be in a relationship or be faithful or be with one woman, definitely go on. Shit. Somebody put he was a headache and not my peace. Not my piece, child. Oof.
I mean, literally in the last 6 months, 2 different guys I stopped talking to, who probably were really good guys. Like the one guy was the one that used to buy me shit all the time. Like always show up with
that's
flowers.
a good one too. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. That's
okay.
Good. Sorry.
But he would always show up with flowers. But he was really emotional, and I'm not super emotional like that. And I was just like, oh, we're going to have all types of arguments because I'm going to be. I had somebody tell me, the Gemini actually told me, I'm not made of stone. I have feelings too.
Not in a Gemini. And you can't be those things in a Gemini. Tammy, you right. Poor money management. That's another.
Yeah.
Tammy.
I think that was Michelle. That was Michelle.
Oh, sorry, Michelle. You right, girl. Poor money management. Well, we do have a guest who is going to come and provide the correct Blue to Geminis. That is correct, Stephanie. We already know. Hey, me and Stephanie been anti-Gemini. Me and Stephanie been anti-Gemini for years. But we do have a guest who is going to share his.
Give me a headache.
Correct.
Don't give me a damn headache.
Correct. Oh, I really hope y'all got some motherfucking alcohol because he gonna provide the male perspective and
everything else in life.
And perspective on anything and everything. Okay?
Oh yeah, he keeps his soapbox in his pockets just in case of an emergency. Like, oh wait, is there space for me to talk? And I stand on. Let me go get my toothpick.
Fact, sir. Are you ready, sir? Because I see you on here with the damn with the undershirt on. You know you don't like to be on.
You know Lulu about to get on you about being naked.
If I click this shit and this undershirt on, you're gonna be like, don't put me on here with my undershirt on.
I want to see the nipples.
Yeah, but I mean, let me offer my apologies to you ladies beforehand before I click add to stream. But correct, if you wanted to take this time to go get a bottle, I would suggest it because I mean, you're right. But it's not Rod though. I would love to have Rod on the show though. I have to get that past Mickey, and I don't think
it's
gonna
actually, before we bring our guest on, I have a photo prepared for any time we talk about Rod. There you go. That's how I feel about Rod. Any other time y'all bring him up.
No, it wasn't no other man. Listen, I wish I could tell y'all every time I reach out to people to be on the show. Like in theory, it's a good idea that people are like, yeah, I'll be on the show. It's great, guys. And then I'd be like, all right, you come on the show. They'd be like, I mean, well, So I mean, this is the only guest we could find. You know what I'm saying? It's the only person we could find.
Always willing to share his opinion.
Every day, all day. Sir, are you ready? Okay.
Ready?
With your little naked ass.
We still naked, y'all.
Any other time you be like, I ain't want to be on here with my chest out.
I don't have my chest down. Got a little, you know what I'm saying, white beat on. It's all good.
But he got that toothpick in that mouth, though.
Well, welcome, Lance. Lance Garnett. It is our 10th episode, man. We brought you on for the anniversary show of the 10th episode. I don't know why, but I mean,
is there an anniversary for the 10th episode?
Yes, bro. Yes. Don't come on here talking about.
I was just saying it was a celebration, but she wants to make it now an anniversary.
Okay.
Yes. Every 2.5 months, is that what we doing?
Bro, who signed you on? What the fuck?
Oh, yeah, it's an anniversary, y'all.
I'm not arguing with women these days. I'm letting y'all have it,
there
man.
You go.
I don't want no smoke. I got a fiance now. I'm trying to get my mind right to have peace and harmony.
Look at that. Hey, tell her I said.
I'm pretty sure your fiance and Tammy both grabbed their earplug this.
Lulu, he not about to holler. He said he not hollering today. He cool, he chill, he great.
See, I be trying to work on the hollering. And then when I don't holler, they be like, "Oh, I want to hear shit he got to say if he ain't yelling." So I mean, like,
Who said that?
Nice.
I'm like, damn.
Who said that? Like,
Damned if I do. I guess they want to see the animated me. Like they want to see me holler and scream because everybody think it's funny now. I guess so. It's cool.
well, who said that?
Who the fuck requested your
Who's
holler
lying
at?
to you? Was it Bobby?
Nobody requested that shit.
It's all good. I'm working on it. Just know I'm working on doing better. I'm trying to be a better person. So I'm trying to. I don't really be yelling because like I be passionate. You know me. I just talk loud. Like I just once I get into a subject, the voice get high pitched. I start getting loud. It's just my natural exuberance, I guess.
You're like that Dave Chappelle clip. I'm not yelling. This is how I talk.
I heard it's a Virgo thing. That's what they say. It's a Virgo thing. So.
Well, listen, we brought Lance on the show because the other day he had a post in the group about this long drawn out story, this scenario where there's a woman who is married and her husband, they are so happy. They just blissfully happy. Oh my God, they never been happier. But he been cheating on her the whole damn time, unbeknownst to her. But they so damn happy. And he cheated several times. And he told her once about the several times. So me and him had a debate about, is it bad that you cheated the several times and told me once, opposed to if I cheated the one time and you found out? Is that how it went?
First of all, no. That is
not. First of all, there might be a whole bunch of explanation.
I ain't know it's a maroon shirt. That's maroon.
Yeah.
I like that maroon.
So, I've been adding more maroon to my closet lately.
Yeah, you just combined about two different conversations.
I mean, that's what I do.
The first conversation, if I'm not mistaken, I just simply said if the woman was in a happy marriage, I said relatively happy, so obviously nothing's perfect. So she's in a happy marriage, the kids happy, everybody's happy, but she noticed little small things going on in her relationship, just little small shit that's happened that her husband doing. She investigates, and that's how she finds out he's cheating. So he don't tip her off, but you know how women are. Y'all got y'all intuition. Y'all tend to notice your man's patterns and things like that. She just noticed some shit. She get nosy. She does some digging, and she finds out he cheated. That was the initial conversation. So I asked if she leaves him because he cheated, was it for her benefit or for the benefit of the kids? I'm asking, like, if she leaves, like, is she leaving for her?
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that.
She leaving for the family, and a lot of people were saying no, she leaving for the family because if she's not happy, the kids not happy.
Exactly.
Like that was.
Who wants to be in that household?
Well, my argument was, and I didn't really have an argument because I said I completely understand why a woman would leave if she's been cheated on. But what I did say, if
you said that.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say if I got cheated on, so I could definitely understand a woman would leave if she got cheated on. I don't think I've ever said anything different than that.
That you would stay? Because before you were like, you wouldn't stay.
No, he said he would stay. I didn't know you said I understand.
But I would not hold it against a woman if she left. Like, I understand a woman leaving because she cheated on because I leave. I'm cut like, I'm pretty fair that way.
But let me I have to pick apart your scenario, okay?
Okay.
So you in the scenario, you said that she went digging and she found out. That matters to men? It matters to men how she found out?
Does it matter to men? I think for the scenario, I was trying to...
Because only men responded to the portion that you said when you talked about that she went snooping and she found out. So does that...
And I feel like they say that a lot. Like usually like, oh, I would never trust her because she's snooping through my shit anyway.
Which is what they said.
They always say. They say that all the time.
It's a two-part answer. I said it that way because I was trying to set up a scenario where it wasn't like the man was being sloppy, so it was kind of in her face and obvious. So I was trying to set up a scenario where it was a happy woman who went to look for some shit. Like that's how I literally said it that way. But does it matter how she found out? It matters to me in this sense. Like if she catch you cheating, she catch you cheating. But at the same time, if she went through your personal stuff to catch you cheating, and she's about to call you untrustworthy while doing some untrustworthy shit herself, like it kind of makes you like, how you gonna tell me I ain't trustworthy when you just went through all my personal shit behind my back? Like, ain't you untrustworthy too?
So would it be okay if she did it in front of your face?
How do you? Well, it's not behind my back, in front of my face. I'm
asking like, so she came up to you, and asked for your phone.
Yeah, with your phone, and went through it, and then found out you was cheating.
Then it's okay.
Well, no,
I mean, I would have to. It would have to be, because then I would have given it to her.
Okay.
Well, not necessarily.
Be okay.
Not necessarily, but okay. For the sake of the argument, okay. And then also in your story, me and you talked about you telling me you cheated once, and then you cheating a bunch of times, and then telling me one. Like you think that it's somehow better that what?
It's not how that went. I told you be misconstruing things.
No, I ain't misconstrue nothing. What you say?
You made a statement that something about he keeps hurting her.
Yeah.
In the scenario, I was like, he didn't keep hurting her. He hurt her once. She found out one time that he cheated a couple of times. It wasn't. I said there was a difference between finding out one time that your man cheated 3 times and finding out he cheated 3 separate times, like on 3 separate occasions. That's a difference. Like if I find out you cheated on me in 2018, 2020, and 21, that's a difference than finding out in 2021 that you cheated 3 separate times.
So I don't think it matters.
So
it don't matter to me. Like you cheated.
I think it would matter.
More than once.
It would matter to me.
You don't think it would hurt more if you had to deal with it on 3 separate occasions?
Yeah, I'm saying if it's 3 times in 2021 or 3 times between 2021 and 2026, it's still fucked up either way. It's still 3 times. So I don't care about the length of time involved. That I'm not gonna be okay with that either way.
That wasn't the argument though. I never said she'd be okay with it. I would just I'll say something and Crystal will assume I mean something. So she assumed that I was saying it was okay.
You was talking about you hurting me, you continuously hurting me, because if you slept with somebody the one time, then you hurt me the one time. So if you did it more than one time, you've continuously done something to hurt me. Because I could have a conversation with somebody that had sex with somebody the one time, but if you've done it more than one time, to nobody else, that doesn't mean that you're continuously doing something to hurt me.
I mean, I didn't.
It is. I saw you smile.
Because I guess it depends on how you said it. Like, to me, if I continuously hurt you, I'm hurting you multiple times.
It's hurt me.
Yeah, but it's
somebody else. I'm hurt.
That's not me.
Right.
It's one conversation. It's one incident that has multiple incidents in it. But it's like one time you talked about it. One time I told you I cheated, and I said I cheated 5 times. Within that one conversation, continuously hurting you would be to continue to cheat on you. Like I said, I gave you 3 sets. To me, it's just different. I ain't saying one better. I ain't saying you should accept one. I'm saying there's a difference. Is we had a conversation. I say, yeah, baby, I cheated. I cheated about 4 or 5 times. Like, I think that's gonna feel different. To me, I think it's different than if my woman if I actually had to go through you cheating on me on 4 different occasions. Like, you would have to go through those emotions 4 different times. You'd have to experience that shit I think that'd be worse. I think that'd be worse than finding out if you cheated on me all at once.
I don't think so. I think it's fucked up either way.
Yeah,
whether you tell me whether you tell me each time or whether you tell me the one time about the 5 times.
I agree.
Who understands Lance? Michelle, who said you? Oh, Michelle.
But see, I never said it wasn't bad. I just said I think I disagreed on the fact that you were saying it's continuously hurting you when it only happened once. Like, it was one conversation. It was one. That's not me continuously hurting you.
But if you know the act of you cheating is hurtful towards me, regardless if I know how many times it's happening, should I find out, that is going to crush me. So you're putting me in a position to be hurt again. So because we don't know from your scenario whether this person found out yet, right? They could find out moving forward. We don't know, but you're continuously putting me in this position to get my face cracked.
No,
So,
that's
yeah,
what I'm
there are
saying.
multiple offenses.
We were saying it's one incident that had.
Today?
No, I'm saying in the conversation that Crystal
Look, me too.
is she caught him cheating one time, but in that conversation, she found out it happened multiple times. To me, that's not continuously hurting you. How is that continuously hurting you when it was one time, one conversation?
Oh, was it one time? Just because you told me, you chose to tell me in one conversation, it didn't happen one time.
I didn't say it happened one time. I said I didn't continuously hurt you. I hurt you the one time you found out.
No, you heard me the 5 times you was fucking. You heard me the 5 times, not the one time.
So you said if you found out I cheated and you found out I slept with 5 chicks as opposed to 1 chick, like that's the same as you finding out about 5 chicks on 5 different dates.
I don't care. You fucked somebody that wasn't me, period.
Yeah, but that's not what she was saying. That's not the argument. But that's not the conversation. The conversation was, is he continuously hurting you if it only...
Yes.
Okay, I disagree. I don't think so. It only happened.
You disagree on
everything. You found out about my cheating one time.
But you know you're doing something that I don't like. So
5 different times.
One time.
I only found out one time, but it doesn't mean that doesn't make that act more fucked up. That's like being like, if you rob a bank and don't get caught, did you really rob a bank?
That's not the argument. The argument
robbed a bank. You just didn't get caught.
That's not the argument. The argument is you finding out one time considered continuously hurting you?
Tiffany said, yes, motherfucker.
Okay, well, I guess I don't see it that way. I guess I just look at it differently.
You know what's crazy is that wasn't even the purpose of your story. You was trying to get to the bottom of. I mean, did she do was? I know the sole purpose that you was trying to get to the bottom of was, did she do what was best for her or what was best for the family? Like, did she do? But I told you, like, I think she did what was best for everybody. Like. And if I'm not happy, I know that men are like, oh my God, my kids, I can't believe you took my kid. This is not what's best for the kid. You took my kids. Oh, my kids. And why you was out fucking 5 different bitches 5 different times? You ain't give a fuck about the family. Fuck the family. You don't care about the family.
So let's have that conversation real quick.
Nobody went for the family feuds.
So listen, the man fucked up.
Fuck my husband.
So, but let's have the conversation.
Fuck the family.
The man cheated, right? Let's say he cheated multiple times, 10 times, 3 times, whatever. It don't matter. He cheated, right?
Yeah.
Before he cheated, before she found out, keep in mind, in our scenario, she was relatively happy. They didn't have any major issues in their relationship. But she went digging and she found out. Now the kids are happy, right? The kids don't know about the cheating. And the only way they're going to find out about the cheating is if mama or daddy expresses their displeasure throughout the home, right? So you said mom be happy, the kids gonna be unhappy. Well, mom made the kids unhappy because how would they get unhappy unless mom is taking that pain, which is it's hard not to do. I'm not blaming mom, but this is the reality of the situation. If mom takes the pain of the husband causes it and lets it permeate throughout the home, that's how kids become unhappy. Now, is it understandable how that could happen? Absolutely. But the fact of the matter is, you are letting your unhappiness affect the children. So then you say, oh, well, my kids are unhappy. Well, of course they're unhappy because you unhappy around a motherfucking ass all the time and feeling like shit, being down and all that shit. And now the kids are picking up on that. It don't have to go that way.
Well, I mean, if that's
a couple that have had infidelity in their marriage and they was able to work it out and the kids never found out.
Yeah, but if that's how I feel in relation to what you've done, then why am I to be faulted for that? Like if these are my feelings and emotions in response to the things that you have done, why am I? Huh?
Who's faulting you? I didn't fault you. I said you got every right to feel that way.
Right, but you're making it seem like, well, now you around the kids and you like this in front of the kids, and you know.
Am I faulting you or am I stating what's happening? I didn't say you were at fault. I didn't say you were wrong. I said, but if the kids are being affected, they were happy at first. Your unhappiness is causing them to be unhappy. I said you were wrong for that. That's a super difficult situation, But the fact of the matter is, if the kids were happy and everything cool, daddy happy and everything cool, mommy the only motherfucker upset because of what daddy did. Mommy is the one changing the temperature in the home. But even though mommy has every right to feel fucked up, she do got to be accountable for the fact she's changing the temperature in the home. Just a very good goddamn reason for it.
Well, I think so. We're not gonna say he changed the temperature in the home. We're gonna say
yes, he did. That's how I don't argue. I'm gonna just sit back and drink my liquor.
Well, he's the cause of her. He's the reason why she changed the temperature in the home, but he ain't the one changing it. She changed it. He's the fault for it. He's the catalyst. He's the reason. He's the issue at hand. He's the problem. But how you handle the problem is why the environment in the home changes. So yeah, dad wrong. Dad at fault. Dad fucked up everything. Dad made mom mad. Dad betrayed mom and all that. Mom feeling fucked up. I told you I'm not blaming mom for how she feeling. I'm stating the fact of the matter is if mom temperament changes drastically to the point where it affects the kids, you can't just automatically say if mom unhappy, the kids unhappy, like it was just instantaneous. Mom became unhappy and through osmosis, the kids became unhappy too. Now mom was doing some shit in the house that changed the temperature of the house. Now, is it dad's fault? Yeah, you can say that obviously. Absolutely. You got dad fucked up. Dad made mom mad. Dad got mom miserable. Dad cheated on mom, broke her heart, all that shit. But it don't change the reality.
So how, as when these things happen and we're in these particular situations, what are we to do? Like, what is it that men would like for us to do? Because it just changes the dynamic of everything. Like, trust me, I want to go through the house and be, normal and happy, right. But I'm fucked up.
But you out here doing bullshit, right. And it's affecting my entire mood.
But I'm fucked up, so.
And I still have to be a parent, and I still have to be responsible and watch this house. And we still have to pretend like shit is cool in front of these damn kids.
I gotta still go to work. I gotta still, interact with the rest of my life. I'm not telling women
how to behave. I'm just describing the situation at hand. I'm not blaming women. I'm not adding fault. I'm not saying the woman don't, have the right to feel how she feels. And that's what I'm saying. I'm describing the situation. When women say, I'm unhappy, so the kid's unhappy too, they say it as if simply because mom is unhappy, like the kids are unhappy through osmosis. Like she did nothing to make the kids unhappy. Like her unhappiness, like the G.I. Joe twins and shit. When she don't feel good, the kids don't feel good. No, it don't go that way. It's some shit.
But I
went through a separation. Wife and I were sleeping in separate beds. I know how this goes. I'm not speaking from inexperience. Typically, the woman is the temperature gauge in the home. Happy home, unhappy home. The woman the temperature gauge. Usually the kids don't operate off daddy personality. Because when daddy mad, usually daddy go off and go somewhere and be mad.
I don't know why Lance is here, Tiffany.
When mom mad, the whole house knows. The kids walking on eggshells, daddy walking on eggshells, everybody trying to be cool because mommy mad. Kids ain't walking on eggshells when daddy mad.
So listen, did it affect your children? Did it affect did it affect like how your children were, how your children interacted, like the mood of your children, like y'all being fucked up?
But I don't think we handled our separation well. We was arguing in the house and all type of shit. It was a horrible negative environment there. We didn't handle that well. We weren't on the same wavelength. There was no infidelity as far as any proven infidelity in our marriage. But
okay, so y'all separating, and I don't mean to like get too deep in your personal business, but y'all separating, was that what was best for her and the entire family? Did she do what was best for her and the entire family? Well, probably not you, but did she do what was best for her and the children?
My ex-wife did what was best for her.
Not
point blank period.
No, take off your Lance hat and your man hat and all of that shit. Did she do what was best?
Be neutral.
Yeah, like I mean, as
look
far
at it from her perspective.
You already said that there was arguing in the house and it was a bunch of disarray and all of that shit. So in retrospect, now it's been years and you done moved on and she done moved on. Would you say today that she did what was best for her and the entire family? Because if we in here arguing and fighting and yelling and screaming, how is that good for the family?
How is that healthy for anybody? That's not healthy for you. That's not healthy for her. And it's definitely healthy for the girls. Like, what would you have liked to have seen?
Right.
When you're in a marriage, you're supposed to be committed to resolve your issues. But it takes two people to have that same level of commitment. If only one has it and one is looking for an out, then you get a bad situation, which is what happened. My ex-wife did not want to be married anymore. She wasn't willing to work on these issues. Not genuinely.
That's her right though.
I didn't say she didn't have the right, but when you're married and you commit, typically it should take something major to break apart that marriage. You should not be ending your marriage simply because you and your husband don't get along. You end the relationship because you're married.
Yeah, that's even more reason. If I can't get along with my husband every day, and we have a family, and we have this children, and we have this house,
you figure out why you're not getting along. You don't look to run out the door. You figure out
what she knew. Maybe she was just like, this man's a Virgo who yells all the time. I can't do that.
In my house, I wasn't a yeller. This yelling is for fun. I don't yell like that in my real life.
Wait, I'm writing that down.
This is for fun.
You were sure for your birthday that said yelling is for fun.
I like to yell and have arguments when there are zero consequences. It ain't the same when you argue with your girl. When I argue with you niggas, we get off the phone and we still cool when I see your ass. I argue with my girl, I gotta pay for that shit for 2-3 fucking days. No, I argue with you niggas all day. What that mean? I get off the Facebook app with y'all. Ain't no consequences for yelling at your ass.
So you would have liked to have seen y'all try a little bit harder to work on whatever issues that y'all might have had. You would have liked.
If I'm speaking from my own personal case, I tried, she didn't, and I don't think she would even deny that very much. Be honest with you.
She said might be over it. Yeah, like sometimes you just be over it.
Yeah, but I keep telling you, it's not that simple with a marriage, man. Like all that just over it stuff. That's a relationship.
I agree.
That's a relationship. You say that mentality. I'm just over it person.
I agree.
Don't ever get married because you ain't.
You never hear me talk about getting married though.
I agree.
You can never say you heard that escape from my lips.
I agree. You got to work a little bit harder.
Right, but I'm saying, but if you're that type of person where you be like, oh, I'm just over it, well, don't get married because marriage is beyond just your feelings. Well, you have committed to a life with this person. Y'all have got kids together. Y'all supposed to be having businesses or all type of investments. You are investing in one another for a lifetime to break.
But sometimes people's breaking points happen, and you don't even know it. And I'm not saying that that's fair. It's not fair to you. If you didn't know that her breaking point from some shit that you did might have been 8-9 months ago, and she's been trying to make it work with you. And to you, it might seem like she just had that breaking point, right? And I'm not saying you specifics, I just mean in general, because I feel like this happens a lot now, right? Where people are just like, I'm over it, I'm out the marriage. Like, this isn't unique to you. But I feel like a lot of women, we leave relationships or situations way before y'all even know about it. But we stay around and we try to make this shit work. And again, it's not fair to y'all because y'all really have no fucking clue that we feel this way because maybe we tried to communicate it or we feel like we can't communicate with you or maybe we just like, I don't want to have this argument. But a lot of times women give up months before y'all even find out. And I agree in a marriage, yes, you are supposed to work on that shit. You know, y'all signed up for better or for worse, right? It should be a conversation. Counseling should be involved. But on the flip side, sometimes like when you get to that point, it doesn't matter how much counseling you do, how much talking you do. If you're mentally checked out of the marriage, it's just best for everybody to go their separate ways because you can find somebody better instead of dealing with this woman who's already written you off.
So I don't disagree with what you said, but again, it comes down to a level of commitment. You are whatever you tell yourself you are. So if you're going to be like, oh, I've had enough, then goddamn it, you had enough. But what is actually enough? In a marriage, what you may actually be is enough. Like you can say, I've known people to get divorced over some bullshit. Now they can say in their head, well, I couldn't take it. But you can tell yourself anything.
Whatever you
can tell yourself on any reason, especially if it justifies your actions. But when you start getting down to the heart of the matter, like, I don't want to get too deep into my personal stuff, but I used to tell my ex-wife before we got divorced, I say, listen, before you go through this, talk to your married friends and aunties and tell them why you want to leave me. And then come back to me and tell me what they say. I said, go talk to some married people married 20, 30 years and give them your what you feel are very valid reasons for wanting to end our marriage. And come back and tell me what they say. Go talk to them elders, some of your friends. And she wouldn't do it because she know what they was going to say. They'll say, you sound ridiculous. Because of what we got divorced for, we shouldn't have gotten divorced. We should have been trying to work it out. Now, ultimately, I shouldn't have been with her. We turned out that we just the type of people who shouldn't be together because our personality set. because of how we operate. So they know I ain't got no ill will towards her. She ain't got none towards me. We shouldn't have been together. But at the same time, once you committed, you supposed to do everything you can to make it work out. And then when that doesn't work, when you've exhausted all possibilities, especially when you got kids together, you exhaust all possibilities, man. If you ain't willing to do that before you enter into the marriage, don't get married. You're supposed to go into this saying, I am going to do whatever it takes to make this work. Until I can't, until literally there's no possibilities left. And then that's when you bounce. If you ain't did that, if you ain't ready for that, like if you ain't in your mind knowing this is going to be hard, it's going to be work, it's going to take compromise and all these things, don't say I do. Because a lot of motherfuckers say I do for the fairy tale. It sounds fun to be married and to have a wedding and all that shit. And then when you got to cohabitate with this person every day and compromise and work, people be wanting to bounce, G. Like, I'm tired of this shit. Then you shouldn't have got married. This ain't no I'm tired of you type commitment. That's for girlfriends and boyfriends. You can get tired of your girlfriend and boyfriend. You can't commit to motherfucker life.
I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you. Imagine being married to Lance, though. I mean, that's a feat in itself. Like, I have to be married to Lance, so yeah, she already got to work twice as hard as everybody else.
She probably just walks around with like IVs of like vodka straight to the arm.
Right. Gotta be married to this nigga.
Now, I'm not that bad, man. Like I used to tell my girl before we got together, I was like, I'm not the same person as a boyfriend as I am like a friend. I'm a completely different person as a boyfriend. And she didn't believe me until we started dating. I'm like, she's like, I don't see how girls date you the way you talk as a friend and we go out the way. And I'm like, I'm a different dude when you date me. Like the world don't get to see who my girl get to see.
You know I'm gonna ask her like sometimes what Lance is like offline because he out here wilding.
Most of the time it's like that. Most of the time, guys like that, guys like him are completely different at home. Like completely different.
Opinions. But on social media, you get my opinions. You don't get my personality. And people fuck those two things up. They take your opinions and try to develop a personality from your opinions, and that shit ain't. It don't translate that way. So people be thinking, I'm a misogynist, I'm a chauvinist, I'm do this, I don't give a fuck about people, I don't have no feelings. That ain't true.
But aren't your opinions part of who you are? Like if I champion for not beating baby seals, right? That means I have a thing for baby seals. So that's an opinion of mine that we shouldn't club baby seals to death because, you know, they're precious and adorable.
That don't mean that you're not the world's biggest asshole.
Huh?
You can still love baby seals and be the world's biggest asshole. Don't tell me your personality. I just tell me you like seals,
motherfucker. I'm not doing this today or any day with Lance. Not today, not tomorrow, not yesterday. I'm never doing this with Lance.
I guarantee
you know what I'm trying to say.
You know some animal lovers who are super compassionate about animals and they might treat people like shit though. So because they love animals and are super compassionate.
But they never said they were a people lover. But if I saw them, they were just like, yo, I'll be fronting for the gram. I don't really fuck with animals. I would be like, whoa, that's crazy.
I'm saying that someone showing you their opinions on stuff on social media does not dictate what their personality is like. Like you can have a dude who comes off as a chauvinist because of certain opinions, but you see him around his wife and he treated her like a fucking queen, but y'all just looking at these opinions. It's not about that. Doesn't show you your character and personality. Like
that's usually how it go.
Yeah,
that's usually how it is.
Their conversations in a bubble. They're not even always put into practical real life situations. A lot of these be like scenarios. Like the one I came up with is a scenario, but you know, marriage ain't that simple for a scenario to be that clean. But they Facebook and social media. You know what I'm saying? It's not all real life shit. So that's why I never correct people's opinions about me. I don't waste no time trying to correct someone's opinion about me. What the fuck you want to think? I don't care.
So can I dovetail? Crystal, is that okay if I dovetail this to something else that's related but not related? But
sure. We have our guest here. I mean, I'm sure he has an opinion on
anything,
whatever it is.
So my question is, because now we're getting into like your persona online because you get attacked a lot, and you know I give you shit all the time. So
not that much, really, to be honest. Not really.
I feel like I give you shit a lot.
I don't feel like
I don't be in a group as much as I used to because I'm all about my peace.
You're somewhat what's the word I'm looking for? Even when you give shit, you don't be coming that hard. You be more like a reasoned approach.
Yeah, well, because I know y'all like to say women are logical, but I actually live by logic, like things that have to make sense to me. So I mean, I could put my emotions on the back burner because I believe in logic. So sometimes you don't say logical shit sometimes, Sam. I'll be like, this isn't adding up. The P for therefore Q wedge R, like that's not I actually took a logic class in DeKalb, wasted all my money.
Sounds logical to him.
Does not fucking sound logical. So I'll be having questions. But
everything I say makes sense, but go ahead.
Not enough looking in the world. But having said that, because now we're talking about like personal views and what people say online, and that might not be personally aligned to who they are. Let's get into cancel culture, right? Because that's a thing. That's a thing now. Like it's this whole people say shit online and immediately get fucking canceled.
And everybody want to cancel this nigga, so.
Exactly. So what are your thoughts on cancel culture? Since you are the king of saying shit to incite reactions versus what your personal beliefs are.
I think that shit trash.
Why?
I think for the most part, cancel culture is trash. It's just a bunch of bullies online. They pretend to be about open-minded shit until you say something that they're not open to. Then it's fuck you. Get rid of you.
You consider yourself to be open-minded?
I am. Listen, I know I stand very hard on certain opinions, but if
right.
you can present me, I know I do.
There are no things that you're not.
I do not hedge my opinions. Like when I feel strongly about something and I've thought about it, like people be acting like I come up with my opinions 5 seconds before I put them on the internet. Like, nah, I've thought about these things before I said them.
Nobody thinks that. Nobody
thinks that. No one thinks
came up with this.
People, we know.
We know that you have thought long and hard about whatever it is you are about to bless us with on this particular day. There's no one in this 2,200 group that ever believes that you just on the whim.
No pre-thought.
Came up. We know.
Let's go with Cliff Notes.
A fact.
Citations.
If you heard my conversations with like Algenoid and Liam, they wouldn't come across the same because when I talk to them, like this, in the group, I have a reputation. A lot of the response to me is based on my reputation, not so much what I'm actually saying. So I can say something that makes a ton of sense, but because people love to prove me wrong because I come across so strongly, motherfuckers can't wait to attack me. People feel like that too, though. Listen, I said this on my last show. I put up a post a while ago. It was the most simplest, common sense statement, simply saying that grown adults are responsible for fixing their own issues. Now, if that ain't the most simplest shit you ever heard, like as an adult, who responsible for fixing your issues other than you?
Garnett, you know that came off the heels of calling all the fucking crack addicts and heroin addicts and all that
I was making my point.
Just about to say that, like that's not how that went.
Came off
You're making my point.
Something else that you had already posted. So people was like, "Fuck him! He already
went in on crackheads."
Right.
At like 7 o'clock in the morning, Garnett wakes up early and chooses violence daily. Like you woke up early and you started that damn post.
He chooses violence every day.
Daily.
But y'all making my point.
Like, what am I going to choose today? Violence, of course.
But y'all know y'all making my point, right? I literally just said they respond to me instead of the post. And y'all just validated that with everything you just said.
No, that's because you know that it came off the heels of that fucking addict shit.
You're giving the reason why they responded to me. You're not denying that it happened. You're just telling me why it happened.
Yeah, because you'd be like, I don't know why everyone's so mad at me, guys.
I didn't say I didn't know why. I said people respond to my personality and their opinions of me and not what I say. And that post was a great example, and everything y'all just said validated it. You're
okay, so listen,
and not what I'm saying.
Give me two misconceptions about Lance Garnett. Two
misconceptions about me.
2 misconceptions about Lance Garnett.
That I'm a chauvinist and I have no feelings.
Well,
people don't think you have feelings. I think you got a lot of feelings. I would never say you don't have feelings.
I'm too hard. I don't have no feelings.
I think he's a chauvinist. I could see why people would, but I don't personally think that you are. But I could definitely see how people would. But having no feelings.
I'm a misogynist. That's probably
I can see a misogynist. Your audio dropped.
Because of my stance with women. So.
Your audio dropped, Garnett.
How about
now? Nah, it's all right, but it sounds terrible. What you do?
It sounds awful. Look, the internet was like, you know what? Time out.
His shit.
Time the fuck out.
Oh, there you
go.
You're good.
I'm just saying, like, listen, I know my reputation. I don't really run from it. Like, whether I feel it's justified or not, it kind of just is what it is. But I'm not in the habit of trying to change people who not actually in my life are paying me. So, like, if you somebody who I don't got to deal with every day, I don't sleep with you, you don't cut me no checks, you ain't help me take care of my kids. Like, I'm not about to put a lot of energy into correcting your opinion of me. You feel how you feel. I mean, all right. I don't know to people that meet me and hold these misconceptions of me after they meet me.
Is there ever a time when Lance is like, you know what? I could probably work on.
No. You don't even have to finish the question. The answer is no.
Is there ever a time
work on something, Lance? No.
That you post something and 76 million people respond. Is there ever a time you slap your laptop closed and be like, you know what? No, I could probably work on being A or being B. I could probably fix this. I could probably do these things different. Is there ever a moment?
Yeah, no. I don't do what I do on accident. I've admitted many times that I post things and word them in a way to get a response.
Tap your computer.
I don't know.
Do your mute and
God don't like ugly. He like
every time every time he about to cap on this app, God be like, mute him.
Lulu like she can't deal with you. She gotta go to bed. She done. She's down with the Lance Garnett show.
Can y'all hear me
now? No. Look, God said, don't get on this little blue app capping.
Let's
tell a whole laugh lie.
Who said that?
God, the Lord, Jesus, our Savior, has spoken from above. Hallelujah.
Can y'all hear
me? You just sound far away.
God. Karma is amazing, y'all. I totally believe in karma, and she is a swift working bitch.
This is the host is unmuted. Can y'all hear me now?
No.
You sound like you're in the bottle of a jar.
I'm going downstairs.
It might be.
Lulu said every time he lies, the audio goes out.
Every time.
The Lord Jesus Christ, our Savior.
Yeah.
No.
It's still terrible.
No, it's coming in.
Well, if it's terrible, I'll just let y'all finish your show. I ain't gonna hijack your show with terrible audio.
Hold on. Mute and unmute. Right, because he don't even believe in God. That's why God was like, get this.
Nope.
I don't believe in God. It's not the same God y'all believe in.
Oh God.
I can't believe it. Y'all can hear me now?
No, you still sound like trash. You might need to leave and come back.
Everybody probably like, yeah.
Party. Girl, you can hear me on this blue app capping.
Yeah. We had that fool on here to give his I wanted to ask him though about his Lulu. I wanted to ask him about his deal breaker. Somebody in the comments mentioned smoking cigarettes and shit.
I saw cigarettes.
Yeah, that's another one. Smoking cigarettes and shit.
I've dated my last 2 boyfriends, actually last 3. Yeah, I guess that's all of them. I only had like 3 serious boyfriends. They all smoked cigarettes, and it used to blow my life.
Yeah,
because it gets in your hair. You know, I got this thick girl look.
It's everywhere.
4 hours to do hair.
All right, Lance. Now we can't hear your ass at all.
He hasn't said anything.
Oh,
he might not know he's on here.
His ass could see.
You know, he's 40 plus.
You don't know how to work this shit.
Oh, Teddy Riley.
Hey, he done taught us all how to work this shit. Like, I don't know how to work this shit. What? Now we can't hear you.
No, we can't hear you. You don't have no AirPods or anything?
It says edit mic settings. But yeah. Child, listen. What else? What else are some of y'all deal breakers? But yeah, that was another one. The money thing. Who said that? Michelle?
I think Michelle said that.
The money thing is a big thing. Like, you have to know how to manage your fucking coins.
So I'm going to tell a story about managing money.
Story time.
Because somebody had mentioned about like being upset, like not being upset about being laid off, and I was like, fuck that job. So I got laid off. I was the breadwinner in the relationship, and like shit got really fucking hard.
True.
Community cock is definitely a deal breaker, unless I'm, we're all for the community, but
unless you're a part of the community.
Yeah, like
you can't give me dick and the community, bro. You can't give everybody.
But if I'm out here giving the community pee, like I can't be like, no, you can't pass out your D if I'm giving out my pee. But
is that what's happening in your relationship? What the fuck?
I keep trying to have these open relationships, but nobody wants to go for it. So I'm faithful and shit. But anywho, so it had got down to the point where like money was super tight, and I had this. Let me give you this story. We had a change jar where both of us would put loose change and shit into it. Now, when he wasn't working, right, he break the change jar. Like, because he was buying cigarettes. He was buying like loose squares every week. Loose squares are like $1 for 2. So he was going into my loose change jar, taking my dollars. So I remember I went in there one day and I was like, nigga, I have like $30 in here. It's like $5 left. So a couple of years later, we both have a community change jar, and like I was every week putting a dub in there, and so I was realizing I kept taking money out the change jar. So I tried to put it away so I wouldn't see it every day and take money out. This man threw a whole fit.
After he had been taking money out the change jar?
Yes, he came in the house. He's like, "Where's the change jar?" And I was like, "Oh, I hid it." So we weren't always continuously dipping in it. This nigga went off like I just told him I sold our house and all of our assets in it. He was like, "That's my money." What'd you say, Crystal?
That's Lance listening, probably listening on his computer.
But yeah, he was like, that's my money and I put all the money in there. And most of the money in there is mine. I'm looking at him like, but bro, you ain't put on rent in like a couple of months. What you talking about, fam? This is our money.
Facts.
I'm dropping dubs in this bitch. You're putting in quarters.
Facts.
And like literally we had a whole ass argument about a change fucking jar. And I was like, you know what? Anybody that gets like this about change got issues with money management, fam. It's fucking change.
Michelle said deal breakers are white tongues. Oh my fucking god. Lance,
deal breakers are what?
White tongues. My tongue isn't super pink. My shit might be a little white.
Lance, what are your relationship deal breakers?
Besides cheating?
That's it?
That can't be the only one. She could be a smoker. She
could be a drinker. She could
I'd have never dated her if she smoked cigarettes. So
she could gain 30 pounds. Let's hear it. Cause she could gain 60 pounds.
I mean, it can happen.
No.
So that's okay. Okay, let's get into it. So you're married, right? You're married, and she picks up 60 pounds. Woo. What do you do? Because this is for better or for worse, right?
Girl, if you think Lance Garnett gonna let her get to 60,
that shit creeps up on you, fam.
No, that's
one day you look up and she be a couple of Twinkies short of a
fam. Before she get
to 4, and Garnett gonna be like, ma'am.
Before she get to 60, she gonna get stuffed with a motherfucking IV full of Slim Slow. Like, I ain't having that shit. You crazy?
How do you approach that? How do you be like, yeah, girl? So you getting kind of thick in the thighs, and I don't like that. Like, how do you approach that? What did she tell you? Like, yo, I'm depressed right now. Fuck you and your feelings, sir.
Have you just met me? Do you really think I'm gonna date a woman in which I have to hold my tongue?
No, I'm just saying, like, what would you say to her? Because, like, you can't be an asshole because that's not going to work. You just can't. That's not going to fucking work.
If she was gaining weight, I mean, I'm gonna talk to her about it. I'm gonna try to be nurturing and caring, and I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna make it a we. I don't care if I'm fat or not. It's gonna be a we situation. We got to do better about our health. We got to start working out. We got to do this. We got to do that, whether it applies to me or not. Because I wouldn't want her to make it feel like I'm picking on her and isolating her. And you know how women get like earlier today, I told my daughter, I'm like, man, we got to get back to exercising. She's like, what you trying to say? I'm trying to say we got to get back to exercising. Well, usually when men say that, I'm like, well, usually we ain't coming off of quarantine and you ain't been able to play sports for over a year. Like, God, I can't even tell my daughter we should start exercising. That's an insult now.
It's always been an insult.
It's always been an insult.
Well, I don't get out like that.
No.
It's
always been.
Well, like I told her, you know me, I don't think like that. I've told her if I think she need to lose weight, I say it. I just flat out say it. I mean, I could be nice about it, or I depend on how I feel. But my wife though, she gaining weight. I'm gonna try to work with her. Like, man, baby, like, you know what I'm saying? Say something like hit towards it early on. Let's start eating better. Before I start telling her she getting big, I'm gonna start trying to put the solutions in place to prevent her from getting bigger.
But what if she doesn't go for that? Because you know, weight gain is a lot of times it's mostly food, but sometimes that should be emotional shit. Like you telling me to go to the gym, but I'm fucking depressed as shit, and I barely want to take off these stretch pants that I've had on for 4 days because I'm depressed. And you talking about nigga, where's the candy bars? Then
it's not about the weight then I'm not going to be addressing your weight. I'm going to be addressing what is making you depressed, because the weight is just a symptom of your depression. So now I ain't concerned about the weight. I'm concerned about why you so depressed that you gain weight. Matter of fact, fuck the weight. Why you so depressed? Like, we on that. We need to go to therapy. Like, the weight, at that point, the weight is just a side effect of depression. So no, I'm not concerned about the weight.
Now look at Lance. Lulu, Lance being here is not Karen's fault, so she can't be so responsible. She literally had no idea until about 3 hours ago. So.
I just found out earlier today. It was like, yo, by the way, Lance is gonna be on the show. And I was like, oh.
Hey, what did I tell you when you told me to come on, Crystal? What did I tell you?
People sick of you and they don't want to see your ass.
I told you. I know me.
But I don't always want to have a show where it's me and Karen's perspective. And I know that having your perspective is way on the way opposite end of the spectrum. But when I always present to have these conversations with other men are like, yeah, come on. And I'd be like, all right, Monday. They'd be like, oh, I mean, my dog is asleep. Yeah. Like, so he's literally the only man that'd be like, hell yeah, I don't care. I come on here. I talk about anything. I don't give a shit.
I feel like...
Bring on Nick.
That's Boss Man, but I mean, Algernoy will come on, Streety will come on, Sam will come on,
Nick will come
on.
Who?
Huh?
Nick, you know Nick. Come on, your homie Nick. Yeah, he'll come on. There's a few people that'll come on. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all say that, and then I'd be like, all right, you're gonna come on, and they'd be like, yeah, and then it'd be Monday, and they'd be like, I mean, next Monday, and I'd be like, all right.
Yeah, I've dealt with that many times, but I'm not as bad as y'all make me out to be. I know I got some harsh opinions, and I know I stand on it. But when it comes down to my woman, like the woman, the queen, she's like, I ain't no fool. Like, I ain't gonna sit there. I don't be trying to make points with my women. Like, I keep telling y'all, this is conversation. This is conversation we just have. But I'm talking to a lot of the stuff I argue don't necessarily even apply to my real life. 90% of my topics have nothing to do with my actual life. They just interesting topics to me. Interesting topics,
and because they're presented from someone like you, they're always going to garner a lot of fucking attention and backlash. I mean, I guess there's what's wrong with that though? Ain't no problem with that. Ain't no beef with that because it's you. Then it's gonna get some traction.
It is because I could put up some shit. Ain't nobody gonna pay me no damn attention.
Okay, bro. We got it.
I'm just saying.
Hey, if I can't say it no simpler, you are in a group called Pardon My Ugly. So unless you thought you was finna be running into a bunch of unattractive people, I'm not 100% sure what motherfuckers thought when they was coming in this bitch. Especially if you know me, with my personal Facebook page that much different.
Tammy. That's what they say every time. I'd be like, come on the show. Men and women. I'd be like, come on, it's Monday, let's go. They'd be like, it's this Monday? Like, yep, it's every
But I mean,
Monday.
to be very honest, and also thank you to Lance, right? Like, part of this, of our short particularly, we bear a lot of ourselves and we tell a lot of shit that's personal to us. So I can understand why people don't want to let down their guard and talk about the shit that happens in their life. You know what I mean?
They don't want to get judged.
Nope.
I mean,
you really have to have, like, I don't give a fuck what people think about me personality to kind of to do this shit. Because Crystal, both of us, we don't really give a fuck if people like us or not. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, because it's always gonna be me and you, boo. It's always gonna be the two of us. So we don't give a fuck if a bitch or a nigga fuck with us or not. Because we know who we are as people, but motherfuckers just aren't that secure. And I get it. Like, it's nothing wrong with wanting to protect your image or your peace or whatever it is. But it is a lot to ask somebody to come on here and talk about, like, yo, you came too quick. How'd you feel about that?
people are gonna protect their insecurities. I'm not a person who really has a ton of insecurities. So, like, anything that I've done, I'll admit, I tell. Like, there's very few things that you could ask me that I just run from. I don't really do things I'm ashamed of. So a lot of people do things they're ashamed of. So if you do something that you don't really want nobody to know, then you'll feel funny. I don't care if you know. I don't do things that I'm not ashamed of. I'm not one of those type of people. So the only thing I don't do is I don't really talk about my current life, like what I have happening right now. Like, I won't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got
Karen feel like that too. I don't give a shit.
She don't. I'd be like, no, I'm not trying to get no late night phone calls. Like, you talk about my dick online.
And I'd be like, I mean,
yeah, but my fiance, she ain't no in-person person. Like, she's not a public person like that. So I'm not going to be putting all our business out in the public. And honestly, I'm not 100% comfortable with that level of scrutiny as well, because people are very comfortable giving you unsolicited opinions on your personal life, regardless of whether they know you. So I can't be mad at somebody for giving me their opinion when I offered them some information about my personal life. But since I don't want to hear it, I ain't gonna give you the information. You can say whatever you want about my past. I ain't one of the people who put something on the public and then be like, don't judge me. Nigga, you put it out to the public, it ain't even yours no more.
Exactly. You don't have an option.
So I'm not gonna get on here and be like, yeah, me and my fiance was arguing about this last night. What y'all think? Yeah, nah.
So besides gaining 60 pounds, what are your relationship deal breakers? Like, what's an absolute no?
So anything, obviously, where she's going to lose my trust, because my trust is I'm not a very trusting person. Okay. So yeah, I don't trust people at all. So if you lose my trust, then we're done, because I'll never be able to trust you again. I'm just not cut that way to try to forgive and move on like that.
So you would be willing to end the marriage if she lost your trust? You wouldn't work through that?
You just told us an hour ago, like, we got
deal breakers. Hold on, you said these are deal breakers, though. These are deal breakers. These are the extremes, right?
So are deal breakers the same in marriage as they are when you're dating?
Nah, in the dating, I'll leave your ass for anything. For dating, I'll break up with a motherfucker in the heartbeat. For date, we just dating. Nah, I ain't committed to you in that level. I'll break up with you for a ton of shit.
Said an hour ago, we need to talk to the priest, the therapist, the counselor, everybody in Jesus.
Yeah, but
figure this shit out.
Except about the deal breakers, not about the deal breakers.
The motherfucking congressman.
Okay, so maybe whatever was happening with your wife, that was her deal breaker. Like, maybe whatever was the issue or whatever it was,
maybe
that was her deal breaker. And she was like, look, this is a deal breaker. I don't want to do this.
Can you have BS deal? Can a person have a BS deal breaker? Can they have a deal breaker?
Bro, no, you gonna decide. You can't decide
what somebody else's deal breaker is.
I was asking you. You all.
No.
No, because deal breakers are personal. Like somebody in the group was like, cigarette smoke. Cigarette smoking is a deal breaker, right? Somebody who's somebody else might be like, I think not dating people because they smoke cigarettes is a fucked up bullshit ass reason. Like, no, you can't determine what somebody else's deal breaker is because it's not yours.
Deal breakers and why you would not date someone aren't in the same category. Because why you would not date someone is a preference. The deal breaker is after you are already involved with a person, you are chosen, and what it takes where you absolutely will not negotiate with that person. Like they have to do something so egregious, you won't negotiate. So anything outside of a deal breaker, we can work on it. We can't work on a deal breaker. I know I'm built a certain way. I can never take back a woman who cheated on me. It ain't even about forgiving her. The way I think, I would never let it go. I would just think, what else she ain't tell me for the rest of my life.
Me too.
That's fair.
Now, other people can deal with that. Everybody got their own strengths.
I don't know how y'all do that. I don't know how y'all take motherfuckers back and they done did X, Y, and Z, and because it'd be nothing for me to bring that shit up over and over and over, or even if I don't bring it up, I'm gonna think about it over and over and over again. So
everybody built differently. Everybody got their own strengths and weaknesses. There's things that I could probably take that my fiance can't take, and things that she could take that I can't take. Like everybody got they like I say, they have their deal breakers. Like just like most women can't take a man hitting them. Like that would be a deal breaker for most women. Like a woman getting cheated on, you can see a woman going back to a man that cheated on her probably faster than you can see a man going back to a woman. But at the same tone, ain't too many men gonna leave a girl because she smacked. Like I've been smacked by my chick. I've been hit by my chick. She's thrown things at me. I didn't think about leaving or calling the police not one time because that don't bother me like that. As a man, it ain't gonna kill me because she threw the keys at me or threw a plate at me. Like I ain't, it's over, baby, because you smacked me. No, you tripping, but it ain't over because you smacked me. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I smack my girl and she leaves me, I'm gonna completely understand. Like 100%, I smack the shit out of my girl and she leaves me. Oh, I understand. But the other way around, if my guy was like, man, my girl smacked me, so I left. Nigga, what? One smack?
That was his deal breaker.
Yeah.
Get your soft ass out of here, nigga.
You always over here.
You soft as hell.
Deal breakers. Go sit down.
You soft as hell. Your girl smack you one time and you leave. You soft as hell. You a soft ass nigga.
Man, domestic violence is not okay. It is not.
Man, you a grown ass. Unless your girl 350 or Ronda Rousey, and she ain't Amanda Nunez or one of the motherfuckers, you could take a smack, G. One smack. I ain't say she's smacking you every day. She ain't whopping you up, but she get mad and smack you one time. I can't believe you hit me. I'm leaving. Get your soft ass out of here.
Judgy nigga ever. I swear to God.
Y'all judgy too. Y'all just don't verbalize it. Y'all just thinking to keep it to yourself. I don't.
I'm not super judgy. I let people do them. Like, be who you are, but.
So a nigga my size tell you his and dating a chick my fiance size, she 5'4", $130. I say she got mad and smacked me one time, so I left. You ain't gonna look at me like, nigga, you left.
No, like, nigga, you don't want to get hit in the face by a chick.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna judge you for that.
Exactly.
I am. You a soft ass nigga, fam. You couldn't take one slap.
It starts with a slap today, and next thing you know, it's a 2x4.
Okay,
and you're gonna be like, I don't know why she hit me with a 2x4 because she smacked you. You ain't do shit. You sat down in the corner.
Hey, y'all escalation clauses are amazing. She went from one smack to Jim Hacksaw Duggan. Like, God damn.
She saw that smack ain't do it. She was like, you know what? I gotta level up. She
went from graduating from high school to a doctorate. She went. Busting your head over. Nah,
like this most, 6'2" ass.
Most men ain't leaving
nigga.
no woman they've been with for any period of time because she got it mad one time and smacked you. G, like I can't. It's probably most dudes have been in any relationship for any length of period of time has had their girl swing on them once or twice.
Man, I don't think I've ever.
Exactly. Everybody's.
How many long-term relationships you had?
I've had 2, but I mean I choked them out, but I didn't smack them.
How long were they?
One was 6 years, and how long was the other? Maybe like 4 or 5.
How long ago was this?
It was 5 years ago. The last one.
5 years.
We never had any physical altercation. I'm not gonna smack you.
I've only had one woman out of all the women I ever dated with, but I'm 43 years old. I've been smacked by a woman before. I don't know too many men who haven't been smacked by a woman they were dating. It's only happened to me once.
But if I smacked him and he left, I wouldn't have been mad. I'd be like, damn, I did smack that nigga upside the head.
If your new girlfriend smacked you and you left, I get a chick you've been dating for 5 years smack you one time because she got mad, G, and you gonna leave. Like I'm gonna look at you like, fam, you just wanted to leave. You just wanted to leave, G.
Maybe.
Come on, she a woman. You just wanted to leave, G.
Maybe he don't like getting smacked.
Nobody like getting smacked, but that ain't enough for me to leave a woman I've been with, especially if I did something bogus.
That ain't your deal breaker. Other men who gain 60 pounds, they probably could stay around a little longer too. That ain't what do it for you.
Everybody can do what they want to do, but if you tell Lance A. Garnett that, I'm be like, you soft as hell. You couldn't handle a smack.
Wait, your initials are lag?
Yeah.
Your initials are lag.
And if she
you got something for that? You got
something clever for that? Might be like,
not today, but I might later put that in my cap.
Another man might be like, oh, you gained 60 pounds. That's not a big deal.
Like I tell you, I think it's whack when women leave a man who work a lot, but they basically take advantage of all his working. That's a whack deal breaker. Oh, he worked too much for me, but he don't work too much for you to spend all his money and have a great time with.
That's my favorite type of man. Ooh, it's my favorite.
But like some people like to be around people, right? So if I'm in a relationship, because there are people that have to be with their significant others a lot. And if they have that need and they're unable to fulfill that, then why am I with you? If you're always
why would you date somebody who does something that you don't like? Like
maybe it didn't start off that way. It might not have started off that way.
If we want to go into the ifs and the fifths, right? I mean, obviously, we go into the ifs and the fifths, and the person changed. I was just saying, like, I know a girl who broke up with her boyfriend. They got back together, and she wanted to go through his phone. Now that they back together, he won't let her. And I'm like, don't date him then. Yeah, but I love him. No, don't date him. You want to go through his phone. He not going to let you. Don't date him.
No, she wants to do it all the time.
She wants to be able to go through his phone freely. It don't even matter why. I didn't care about why. He don't want to let you do it. It don't matter why. Don't date someone.
I'm not going to let you do it either.
Yeah, but she wanted to. She was her ex-boyfriend, and she was frustrated because, like, she wanted to be back with him. And I said, you shouldn't be with someone who's a guaranteed. It's a guaranteed problem before y'all even start getting back together. You want something he ain't gonna give you.
Nothing in my phone for you though. Why do you need to
be?
Some people
feel that. Some people get out like that. I got a male homie who will tell you in a minute. He go through his girl phone until he's comfortable.
I'm gonna be single forever. You're not going through my phone
ever.
Why are you going through my? There is literally nothing in here for you. There is zero. This is my bank account information. This is my Facebook page. This is my email. This is
what if you're married?
No, you're not going through my fucking phone. Why do you need to go through my phone?
Can your wife go through your phone, Lance?
No, me and my fiance talked about this. If she ever asked to go through my phone, she can, but we're gonna have a real serious conversation afterwards. I'm gonna hand it to her. Go ahead and go through it. Have a ball. As long as you're ready to have this real serious conversation with me afterwards about why you don't trust me enough that you need to go through my phone. But absolutely, go ahead, have a ball, run through it.
No, I need a really good reason as to why you need to go through my phone.
Because I want to see what you're up to. I want to see what you're talking about.
No, we can have that discussion.
So you don't trust me enough that you don't need to be with me, though.
I mean, I'm just
and that's what it is. If you feel like you need to check up on me to make sure that I'm being loyal to you, that means you don't trust me. So there is no reason for us to even be together.
I agree. You can't do that when you're at this level.
Like, you want to go through my phone? No, I don't give a fuck about what's in that phone. That is your personal business. Those are your conversations with your family and your friends. Like, I don't need to be privy to any of this. Like, no, that's your. It's like having a journal. Like, if I have a personal journal, no, I don't want anyone to read my journal. That is my business. Why can't I have something for me?
You feel passionate about who done went through the fuck done been through your.
You don't remember
this conversation has been rehearsed.
Wait a minute.
Yes, somebody went through my phone.
Real emotions coming out of her.
Ashley Larry went through my phone, and Ashley Larry deleted all the male names out of my fucking phone, and it was like family members. I was trying to call my fucking cousin, and I was like, why can't I find my cousin's fucking phone number? And I was like, this nigga deleted all the male names in my phone? Like, what type of shit is this? No, I don't do the phone shit.
I don't give a fuck. Our cousins, brothers, uncles, no
males, none.
Listen, I agree with y'all, but those are boyfriend girlfriend rules. The rules ain't the same once you fiance and married. They not.
Oh yeah, they do for me. I'm not right.
Yeah, because as a boyfriend or a girlfriend, no, I'm not really with that shit either. You know what I'm saying? But once you reach a marriage or once you reach a fiance, you can't be ending your shit for that. Like, you can't do it. It's something bigger than that now. You got to figure another way around it. Like, I can't just, my fiance want to go through my phone. Oh, it's over, motherfucker. I'm done. No, we way beyond that at this point. We built too much. We too deep.
A lot of my, like, how I feel about things comes from my parents. My mom never went through my dad's phone. She never touched
that you know of.
No, she didn't know how to work his phone. We were literally in the hospital. She was like, I don't know how to turn his phone on. Like, she did not give a shit about his phone. I mean, if he's cheating on her, what going through the phone gonna do? Now you know.
I mean, I agree with you.
There 30 plus also, 40 years.
I agree with you. I'm just practical. I just know once you get to a certain level, it ain't so black and white. If you just my girlfriend, I don't touch my phone. If you my wife, I can't really have that stance, can I? It ain't gonna go well for me.
I guess I just would never ask. I would never ask my husband to see his phone. I wouldn't give a shit. Do what you do, honey.
No.
I mean, my girl don't go through my phone either. I hand my girl my phone when we go out and tell her to put it in her purse. She don't never go through it. If she do it. I ain't around, but she don't never go through it. She don't seem to be interested in it. My phone be laying around for hours. She don't pay no attention. But if she asks me, and she be like, Joe, I feel something. I want to look at your phone. Take it.
So I look at it
thoroughly.
I think I look at it this way. It's kind of like what Tamar Braxton was saying, or was it Tony? Like, if I'm going to go through your phone, I am looking for something, right? Mm-hmm. Right. So if I find this something, what is my end goal? Because if I'm going to just stay and I find out that you're on bullshit, if I'm staying, what's the point of finding out?
I mean, I don't know what I'm doing, but I ain't gonna know what I'm doing until I know what you're doing. So
but if you know already, like if this nigga's cheating and he's texting Susie and Sally and Tanisha and Tawanda, like, and you know that you're not going to tolerate that, or you might be okay with it. Why do I need to know this?
I don't know what I'm about to do until I go through the phone and see what's.
That's not true, Crystal. Don't tell that lie.
I'm telling you, it is.
You are only going through someone's phones to validate. You don't trust them. You are suspicious, and you are looking for validation. So whatever you feel, it's already there. You ain't going through there blank and hoping you come up on something. No, you're looking for something to justify how you feel.
Mission.
Correct.
Yeah, don't say you don't. But if you're not ready to leave when you find something, then what you going through it for?
What's the point?
Because based on what I find out, that's going to determine what I'm about to do. Based on
you're not hearing what she's saying. You gotta be ready. You need to be ready to leave before you go through it.
I might be.
So
yeah, that's that bullshit. You want to torture a nigga. You just want to torture a nigga.
What you mean? I'm trying to
then just leave. Like I just feel like when you get to the point where you feel you have to check up on somebody, there's already some type of mistrust happening, right? Like you don't trust him for whatever reason. He's acting kind of funny because chicks never go through phones just off the whim. It'd be like, you know what, this nigga ain't come in the house before 11.
That's not true. That's not true.
On a whim. No, it's always some type of female intuition as to why we check shit.
About your female intuition don't mean nothing to nobody but you. That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Man, your female intuition can be wrong 99 times, and the one time it's right. You swear to God, your female intuition led you here. You just disregard the 99 times it sent you off.
My female intuition be wrong a lot, but sometimes that should be right.
Do you know how many women have sworn up and down they know for certain when they man cheat? I know when my man doing all this. He doing it while you talking about it. That female just nah. If you going through his stuff, you want validation. You already don't trust them. It's like if you call cheaters, you ain't calling cheaters to find out if your man cheating. You calling cheaters to catch him cheating. You already know he cheating. Yeah. That's the same thing going through my phone. That's why I said I would let my fiance go through it because I know she's looking for something. And when she don't find it, I hope you're ready for this real serious conversation we about to have because it may not go where you think it's going to go.
Don't ever ask me shit again in life. I can't do that. Don't ask me shit else. You went through my phone, you found nothing, ho. What the fuck do you want from me? Leave me the fuck alone.
Look at y'all getting my girl mad just talking about
it. Exactly.
She's like, ain't nobody trying to look at your phone, sir. But you single, sir. You single. You in a relationship, you can do that. When you elevate it to a different level, it's not that simple no more. It's not that simple no more. Like once you got a certain level of commitment, a certain amount of investment, time, feelings, plans, future plans, and plans currently in motion, it ain't that simple no more.
It's not.
Me and my girl got a house together. We just go say the hell with that.
Me and my last guy, we lived together for several years. We were talking about getting married and having a family and all of that shit, and I still had no desire to go through his phone.
That's not what I asked. But if he want to go through your phone one time, you done just like that. Donezo, no conversation is over. 6 years down.
Yeah, because I'm not going to let him. It's going to be a whole thing.
Yeah, don't get married.
You're not going through my phone. And there's actually nothing in there, but I have a whole thing about trust. So the moment I feel you don't trust me, I don't understand why we need to be together anymore. That's my thing. I just I would never ask you to do that because I trust you. I trust that you're out here doing what you're supposed to fucking do. Guarantee not to be bogus. Y'all don't really cheat that well. So you're going to fuck up if you're cheating. She's going to pop by the house. She's going to call me. Something is going to happen and I'm going to find out you're cheating. You're going to accidentally drop a condom out of your pocket and we don't use condoms. It always comes to light some other way.
No,
I don't need to do reconnaissance because y'all are terrible at it.
No, we're not.
Yes, y'all are.
That is one of the world's biggest misconceptions that women love to tell. It's just not true. It's not.
What?
Sorry.
That they're not terrible at cheating.
Women love to say men are terrible at cheating. Women are better at cheating than men. That's basically the two things that go hand in hand that women love to say, and neither one of them are true.
You know why we say that though? Because y'all get caught a lot.
Yeah, but you catch the nigga cheating after he cheated 7,500 times.
It doesn't matter.
75 times. He only told you about it once. It was
one time, exactly. Cheating is cheating. If you cheat on me once, I'm assuming you cheated on me 75 times.
Is he dumb or he just ain't perfect?
Because that's a physic. Who just wrote?
Is he dumb or he just not perfect? Because he cheated 1,000 times and got caught once out of 1,000. And you finna say he's dumb?
I'm just going to assume that he's probably cheated 1,000 times if he's cheated once.
Anybody ask you about a sword? You say men don't know how to cheat. He cheated on you 1,000 times. He got caught one time, and you swear he's dumb.
You still got caught because women. A lot of times, women don't get caught at all.
People say that men are great
it's
at cheating.
Way easier for women to cheat.
It's the best thing. They're the only thing they're good at. They're great at it.
It's way easier for women to cheat. It's so much easier. So y'all don't got to worry about smell. Y'all don't have to worry about hair, strong perfume, dudes trying to elevate to be your man instead of just being happy with your number two. That's mostly things that all women do. Men are much better partners to cheat with. We are typically just happy getting some. We ain't trying to break the stuff up. Women, y'all get feelings. Y'all want to be elevated. Even if you don't want to be elevated, you expect to be treated a certain way because this, that, and the fourth. And y'all always just causing turmoil. Always. Y'all can't just keep the party together. So that's why men get caught cheating a lot of times because of the chick.
Lance,
and women, it's too easy to get away with it.
I wanted to ask you about that because you have mentioned bringing up the topic about cheating and why do women have to? I guess the topic was why do women have to make it a big to do instead of what I'm saying? If you was basically like, why do women have to if I cheated on you and the relationship is over? Why you gotta tell my wife and why you gotta do all it, why you gotta do all of this shit if we make the decision? Do you want to talk about it or no?
Because y'all, because I was asking because I wanted to know. I know why I think women do it.
Why?
Because they're petty and vindictive, and when y'all get hurt, y'all want to set the world on fire. Y'all don't care what happens. I've been hurt. A lot of women equivalent their hurt when they hurt. It don't matter what they do. Your hurt is equal to whatever you decide it's equal to. So as a man, I'll be like, okay, he hurt me, but I ain't going that far. Right. That don't exist in y'all mind. You hurt me, and that's the worst thing that could ever happen in the world, and I'm getting revenge, and I don't care how I go about it because you hurt me. So I'm justified in busting out your windows. I'm justified in calling your job. I'm justified in getting you locked up. I'm justified in getting you beat up. Why? Because you hurt me.
Right, because you're not finna go on after you hurt me and live a wonderful, prosperous, great life. Wow,
that's petty vindictive shit.
I'm sitting here rocking back and forth singing Tony Braxton songs in the shower.
Y'all don't know how to take losses well. Women don't know how to take losses well. Y'all don't play enough sport. Y'all don't know how to take losses. That's it. Y'all can't take losses.
I go to Vegas. I spend $20 the entire time I'm in Vegas. Nope.
The same reason why y'all act that way is the same reason why girls won't talk to a dude that their other girlfriend talked to for 7 seconds. Because y'all can never take the blow to the ego that a dude liked your girl more than he liked you. Y'all don't like losing. And when y'all lose big time, you want revenge. You want retribution. You want the person who hurt you to feel how you felt.
But there are men like that too, though.
Yeah, they weak. Weak men. You a weak ass dude out here getting revenge. You're a weak man. You are a weak man if your girl hurts you, and now your sole desire is to hurt her in return. Come on, fam. You weak as hell.
Is this part of your opinions or your online persona thoughts?
I mean, I can only speak for self, but yeah, I think any man who gets hurt by a woman, I mean, take out extremes. There are extremes. But in general, if your girl hurts you and your desire is to pay her back, you weak as hell. You probably raised without a father and you sensitive.
This man. We
know how to take L's, G. Men know how to take L's.
We got to start vetting our guests better, Karen. We got to start.
I had nothing to do with this. I'm not even involved in this whole.
I bet you most of the men won't disagree with me. And don't know, dude. What men honor another man getting revenge because his girlfriend hurt him? Like, dudes don't be co-signing that. Like, yeah, way to go, way to burn her clothes. Like, oh, you bust her window out, good job. Ain't nobody. What guy be like, yeah, I'm gonna go with you to bust her window out, like the girls be doing. Nah, we ain't with that.
Karen, can you name a scenario when a guy you dated got revenge on you for, I don't know, not talking to him anymore or cheating on him or whatever? Can you think of a scenario when a guy did that?
God, I feel like every time I share a story, I sound like an asshole. I used to be really bad when I was younger, though.
Karen, you're an asshole.
I know. If y'all only knew how long people have been calling me an asshole, it's been like since I was 7, Joe. Like I can't shake this shit.
But think about how many guys have gotten revenge on y'all for anything that y'all did. Anything. How many times have it happened in either one of y'all life?
This guy, I don't know if it was like considered revenge, but like he was like on me, and I finally let him, and it was really quick. And I laughed. Like, I laughed really bogusly. And then I kicked him out the room. Huh?
Oh, laughed at what?
It was like 2 minutes. No, it wasn't like 2 minutes. Like, it might have been 2 seconds. Like, he got it in and then it was over. And then, so I laughed really loud. And then, like, I was like, you got to get the fuck up out of my room. So I kicked him out. And then, like, I went to the bathroom, like, literally 10 minutes later. And he had put on my whiteboard, you was just a fuck anyway. And I was like, oh, good thing I came out of my room.
Yes.
Now, question.
He was a little heated.
What did you think of him when he did that? What was the first thing that came to your mind when you saw that he wrote that on your board? What did you was like, he or what type of dude when you saw that?
Bitch ass.
He's a bitch ass nigga, but I did laugh. I laughed. It was really bad. It was.
But when I said men who get revenge are soft, you so judgmental. You know y'all be thinking the same thing. You be like, this week.
But I laughed at it though. Like I chuckled like but
y'all just proved my point. Y'all know when a man sit there and take his time to get revenge on a, it's the same mentality of a man can't argue with a woman because him going back at her seems soft, even though she may have kicked it off. Same with revenge. You going to get her back, dog? She hurt your feelings. You going to get her back? You gonna pay her back? That what you gonna do? Oh, you want me to take you? Want me to go with you? You planning on it? You plotting and shit? Come on, man. You can't even tell your homie you did that. You can tell your girl you got revenge. You gonna tell one of your guys that you got plans to pay your girl back? Dudes do that and keep it to themselves. Dudes do that and keep it to themselves and don't tell nobody. And we know a guy who did that.
We know a guy, or you know a guy?
Crystal definitely know him. I don't know how well you know him. Crystal definitely know him.
We know a guy.
I ain't gonna say his name. We can move on. Who got revenge on chicks when he was mad?
Oh, I probably definitely know. I think I know you're talking about.
Like this, everything he bought them, he taking it back. I don't care if it's food. He bought you a steak and it's still frozen. He coming to get it out the freezer. On my mama, I done seen him do it. Like, Joe, when you doing grocery shopping? No. She tripping. So I took everything back I bought. I say, fam, you got steaks? Like, you went and took the steaks back?
He definitely did that. He did do that. He did.
Wow.
Multiple times.
He did.
Anything he bought her.
He did.
Good night. Anything, teddy bears, clothes, bracelets,
food,
whatever. He's taking it all back. And everything you bought him, you cannot have. You can't have none of it.
Please don't
What you gonna do? You gonna beat him up and take it?
No, I'm gonna not answer the door. Where's my shit too? We doing equal exchange.
He didn't tell you he was coming to take his stuff back. You didn't find out till you started taking it.
Wow. So you see him walking down the street, your teddy bear.
He definitely did that.
You in the middle of an argument and now your freezer empty.
That is fucked up.
And every time he did it, I used to look at him like, "Fam, really?"
Yeah.
Like you really went over there and took back your 1995 overalls, your slick jeans. You took them back. Really, fam? Wow. Really? You took back the teddy bear you bought her, the $5 teddy bear that you got with the cards. You took that back too. Like, I'm leaving, fam. I don't even want to be in the same house as you, fam. I don't know what type of blood running through your system. We ain't built the same, G. Like you another model.
He did that.
Multiple times to multiple women.
My ex, when I started dating my new guy, he called him. He found his phone. I don't know how he found his phone number. And he called him and was like, "Look, this is my chick." She said, we was done. We have been done for a month. Like, how you found this man number? Called him. This is my chick and you dating her. Like, fam, you right. You a bitch ass nigga. You right.
Yep.
You right.
I've had men call me about that girl. Man, do you know so and so? Hey,
fam. Fact. What?
Ask her. Don't ask me. Listen, I've told a guy, fam, if you asking me about your girl, you got all the information you need. Right.
Exactly.
You calling another man about your chick? Girl. What questions do you really need answered?
You call me. I'm gonna have a story for you. Don't call me.
No, I never do that. That's bogus. I hate you can't do that.
Yeah. I can't even lie. It depends on my mood. I've definitely done
why would you do that? Why?
It depends.
What you calling me for?
But why are you blowing his spot up because this girl tweaking?
Oh no, I'm lying. Whatever you calling me about, I'm lying. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on bullshit. Yes.
No, I'm not lying. I'm very non-cooperative. I'm insulting him, fam. Don't call me asking me about your girl.
About your chick?
You are here like, look at you.
I told her. I don't say that because I don't want to do I'll pull up on him. But I just done told fam, if you calling me asking me about your chick, then you got all the answers you need right then and there. When you dial my number, you had every answer you needed. So go talk to her. Don't speak to me.
I remember this chick used to call me all the time, be like, "Is so and so over there?" Nah, nigga, you with another bitch. Like, why are you calling me?
I won't even answer with my guy's girl. Like, if my guy girl call me and be like, "Where my guy?" I'd be like, "Ask him." Ask him. I don't know where he at. Well, when you bump into him, ask him where he was at. Because if I say he ain't here, he might have told you that he was with me. So when I'd be like, "Oh, he ain't here," I might have just blew his lie. So I'm not finna cooperate at all. When you call Lance, you got no information. He ain't say he wasn't here. He was here. I didn't confirm or deny nothing. He could be sitting right next to me. He'd be like, "Tell him I'm here." No. Call your man. You want to know where he at.
No.
We ain't setting no precedents around here. I ain't answer you the first time or the fifth time. Every time you call me, you get the same answer. Where my man at? Ask him.
Lord.
I don't like being dragged into people's stuff, man. Don't call me asking where your man at. I'm not his teacher. I'm not his chaperone. Why would I know where your man at? If he ain't answering you, what makes you think I want to answer you? I don't even get to sleep with you. So I got to answer your questions, and the dude that get to sleep with you don't got to answer them? No. No. I got to answer to my woman. I ain't answer to his too. No. No. Call dude. Don't ask me nothing. If I was messing with your girl, call her. Don't talk to me about your girl either. Don't ask me about your girl. Don't have your man ask me about your girl. Don't ask me. Don't confront me about your girl. I don't know nothing, fam. I done beat up a dude over his girl before. I ain't want to have to do that because she just be wild. Why you fighting me over your girl, fam?
I'm not fighting over no niggas.
Why?
Girls do it all the time.
Why? Why would you have to fight him?
He wanted to fight.
Because she was on real?
He was defending her honor. He didn't believe the stories being told. So because he liked her, she scripted him into believe that what he was hearing was rumors.
So what that had to do with you?
What that got to do with you?
Because he called. This is a college story. I'll make it real short and sweet. I used to mess with a chick. Her friend was trifling and got jealous, so she wanted to mess with me too. It's college stuff. But they're friends. They like best friends. So behind her friend's back, she slept with me. You. Yes. It's her friend though. She hooked me up with her friend. They like best friends. So when her friend left for a weekend,
are they though?
Hey, this what they told me they would. I ain't giving this designation. You know what I'm saying? Her friend left for a weekend. She threw herself in me. I did what dudes do. Her friends come back this weekend. She ain't gonna say nothing. Dudes do. Yeah, she was gorgeous, and I'm 18, 19 years old. What are you out of your mind?
You gonna leave out the part where you actually did fuck her?
Dick control. Dick control. You gotta have dick control.
I was a teenager, and she was one of the baddest chicks on campus. No, I'm going. You crazy? No hesitation.
Hey, I passed up one of the baddest dudes on campus. It can happen, Garnett.
That's your fault. Sorry for you. You missed out on a hell of an experience, like I'm saying.
I did.
See?
Wait a minute.
I didn't. But anyway.
Who you passed up?
You know who I passed up. We talk about that shit every fucking year or so.
I want to know now. I just want to know because I'm curious. But anyway, and long story short, I had an altercation with. She never told her friend what we did, even though we were all three. I would hang out with them together. She would never say nothing. Long story short, a small altercation happened. A nothing altercation. She must have said something to her friend to piss her off. Okay.
Like that's why I fucked Lynn?
No. She don't know at this point. She don't know. It was, like I said, it was a small altercation that had nothing to do. I wasn't sleeping with either one of these chicks at this point. We were cool, but we weren't really talking. But like I said, it was something minor. I don't know what she went back to say it to her friend. She told her friend I said something. Her friend called the trick that I was actually dealing with. The one I was dealing with called to cuss me out. Right. She called to cuss me out. Right. So when she called to cuss me out, I told her what time it was. Because like, you think you finna cuss me out? I'm like, nah, like, sweetheart, you can't cuss me out. I don't care about you. I don't even care enough about you to raise my voice. Like, I'm nailing you, I'm nailing your friend. Like, neither one of y'all mean nothing to me. Y'all worthless. Like, get off my phone. Stop calling me, get off my phone. Stop wasting your breath. You are passing fancy to me. Get off my phone.
Oh my God.
She shouldn't. Don't call me insulting me and never even ask me what happened. Like, don't call me cussing me out from the moment I say hello and expect me to be courteous. You should have asked me what happened, and you'd have found out your girl told you some nonsense. Now she got you mad. Now you call yourself big and bad, calling me all out my name on my phone. Well, now it's time for you to get treated. Now you finna find out how close your friend really is. Yeah, your friend that gave you this bad information, yeah, she was sleeping with me behind your back.
Michelle, I was thinking the same thing. Like, is that petty and vindictive right here? Like, that's
no, she's cussing me out. We're in the middle. I didn't get revenge. I'm on the phone and she is giving me business. I responded immediately. Ain't no revenge.
You were like, you're passing fancy. Like, like straight out of Bridgerton in this bitch.
She was trying to clown me. She was like, you're lame.
I love this show.
Listen, because she was mad. What happened was
she was mad.
She was mad that she liked me more than she cared to admit. So the information that it hurt her, whatever happened hurt her feelings. So she was really letting me have it. She was calling me a lame. I don't care about you. You a goofy. All this type of stuff. And I'm like, sweetheart, like I know you really liked me. I really liked you. Like, I ain't fronting like I ain't like you. She was fronting. She really liked me. I liked her too. But for whatever reason, she decided to let me have it.
So you called her passing fancy after the other ridicule.
I mean, truth be told, as much as I like her, she wasn't nobody I was gonna have a future with. Neither one of us had plans.
You gotta say your British accent. You can't just say that. That's a passing fancy.
Are you looking for new shit to put on a shirt?
Hey man, she was a good. What you say, Mickey? I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Hey, baby,
that's crystal shit. That is hers.
Yeah.
Wait, how do I point to you? I don't know where you at. You this way?
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Good time, not a long time.
To wrap the story up, when I told her that, she went back and told her buddy. Obviously, her buddy calls me, cussing me out. Why you tell my girl woo wop you wham? I'm like, no. What did you tell your girl to make her cuss me out of the clear blue sky? Right. Whatever, right? So I don't know what happened when they got off the phone. All I know is the next thing I get is a series of phone calls from her boyfriend. Not the chick I was dealing with, the friend. Mm-hmm. Why you going around?
The friend boyfriend called you?
Yes.
Bullshit.
The chick I was dealing with, boyfriend, went to a whole nother school.
Nigga on earth.
You are involved in some shit.
Listen, it was funny. The chick I was dealing with had a boyfriend. When we started dealing around, she told me flat out, I know where my future at. Me and you just messing around. I said, cool, because I got a future with somebody else that ain't you either. So we got to understand it. Her buddy just slid in on some weekend jealous, petty stuff. Like, why would you slide in on your girl's guy? But again, I was young, so I took it. Long story short, her buddy called her boyfriend, told her boyfriend I was fed malicious rumors about her, saying that I slept with a woo-whoppy wham. I told her, man, this is your second time calling me. The first time he called me because he heard my homie had hit her. And because we were friends, she told me to lie for him and lie for her. And I wouldn't. I just kind of like said, I spoke very specifically as to not give, I was like, no, my guy not going around saying he slept with your girl, but I would never say my guy didn't sleep with your girl. You see what I'm saying? Because at the time, he thought me and his girl was cool, so he thought he was, well, I'm going to call your guy and ask him. Now I'm like, now you calling me asking me did I sleep with her. This is the second dude
Maybe
you
he should
called.
get a new girl. Maybe she's not working out.
So anyway,
calling niggas about the bitch.
Calling everybody.
He a lame.
You need to level up too, sir.
Yeah.
Whole campus like
he's a lame. Yep. He's a lame. But his chick was fly, so I get it. Whatever. So this is back when Master P was out. He was talking about if I'm about it, meet him downstairs. All this goofy stuff.
Oh, he about it. Boy, we ride it. Yeah. No, listen, don't you.
1997 sounds easy.
He had on his fatigues waiting for you downstairs. He's the colonel of the gold and platinum tank.
He was serious. So I'm the type of dude, I've never been afraid to tell somebody I don't want to fight because I know I can handle myself. So I was like, dude, I don't want to fight you. Like, whatever. But he was insisting upon meeting me downstairs in the dorm. We was in 6B, Grant South. So it's me, Lloyd, and York. Y'all know Lloyd and York. Me, Lloyd, and York, and G Mill. We go downstairs. Buddy pull up 2 cars deep at Grant South. It's like 2 a.m. He jump out the car.
GTS is always a mess.
A fact.
Yes.
So the dudes he jumped out the car with, I don't know who they were at the time, but they didn't come in the building. Like they saw us and they just got back in their cars, but they didn't leave. I don't know. I found out later what happened. They found out like they knew who we was on campus, and they knew if they would have jumped me, then it would have been a problem because I had a lot of friends on campus. They didn't want that problem for him. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna jump me. Come on, man. We knew, we was on campus like we was deep, Joe. If you jump one of us, Joe, it's gonna be 50 dudes showing up at your door in a second.
A lot of friends on campus is an understatement.
Yeah. So when they saw who it was, they was like, nah, like we jump dude, like they're gonna be at our head. So they let him come in by himself. He started talking crazy. I beat dude up in Grand South lobby at like 2 o'clock in the morning because it's all because of his girl.
Come on, man. Lord.
I'm surprised I remember that. Christian, remember when my eye was real red? I was like the color of your shirt. Yeah, hit me in the face with a lock.
We wasn't down there yet.
Yeah, you were 97. First of all, you 100 years older than me. That's first.
Yeah, we weren't there yet, sir.
What was your freshman year?
Me?
Yes.
99.
Oh damn! I guess I am a little bit older than you. Only 3 years though.
She came January of 99.
Well, this is in 97. I didn't know I was that much older. I thought you came around like a year after me. But yeah, this is in 97.
By the time I got to you was way in your apartment.
Like the village.
Was right.
No, we was in Amber Manor. That might have been Amber Manor.
Nah, I lived in the village.
Nah, you lived in the village with his
down the street from Tiffany. Same building as Tiffany. She just lived at the other end.
Correct. By the time I got to you was already out the dorms, long and gone, man. Long gone out the dorms, man.
Hey, them dorms, we had some epic times in Grand South, boy.
I was like, GTS was a hot
mess. Damn.
Hot mess.
But see, y'all got there when Stevenson was opened up, right?
They had just reopened. Because I had worked in the cafeteria the first semester they reopened.
And then next year we all moved to Stevenson. After our first year, we moved to Stevenson.
Yeah, that's when Stevenson got crazy.
Yeah,
that's when Stevenson got crazy. It
wasn't even all in Stevenson because I lived in North. STN was so quiet.
Yeah, North was cool. South
was cool. South, y'all was a hot mess down there.
My girl lived in Stevenson South, so I couldn't do nothing. I was well behaved in Stevenson. I wasn't on nothing in Stevenson, but she was watching everything, and all her friends was watching everything for her.
That's true.
Plus, I had that expedition. There was only 2 on campus, so anywhere the truck went, it was assumed I was in it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was only 2 of them on the whole campus. So people don't know that G Mill used to take my truck because he knew they would assume it was me, and his girl wouldn't assume it was him. So he would use my truck to go to other chicks' cribs because he knows his girl gonna see my truck and think I'm there, not him.
Lord, man.
But they see his car, then he gonna be caught red-handed, right? Like, why is he over there at 11, 12 o'clock at night? Go out the window.
But it's okay for you to be out there at 11, 12 o'clock at night.
Well, I'm with my girl. He just got my car. My girl in the bed with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm clean. I'm good. And my girl knew who Gmail was. I mean, she knew who my man was. She knew what time it was.
Kina, you want us to tell more college stories? We don't get
that kind of time today.
It's 2 hours and 10 minutes.
We don't got a lot of stories with Lance. I mean, Lance was older, and
I know some of your stories though.
Me?
It gotta be her stories because don't nobody know shit I was doing.
Come on, why you keep doing this? You know I was friends with like 3 of your boyfriends. I don't know why you keep doing this.
I be trying to be low key. Why they not trying to be low key too?
I done dropped dudes off at your crib.
I'm saying, damn.
Well, you know what's crazy though is that you don't remember taking me home, Lance.
It probably only happened once, so why would I remember?
It did.
And then you won't tell me who the dude was. I'm
actually happy you don't remember though.
I mean, you won't tell me who the dude was. And I was cool with a ton of dudes, but Crystals, it just so happened that I hung out for a whole summer with one of Crystal's exes because we would stay down there in the summer. So that's how me and him got tight. So I didn't know he was with Crystal until I dropped him off over there. I was like, oh, this is what you were with. Oh, hey, Crystal.
See, Chris, that's why I stayed in the dorm for all 4 years. You don't know who you're going to see come over here.
Crystal looked out and saw that expedition. I just seen her close the blinds like.
This nigga of all people. This who you had. How did y'all even cross paths to meet each other, to hang with each? It must have been basketball. Because he used to always fucking play basketball all the time. Is it the basketball or weed?
He was friends with, what's his name? What's the tall, dark-skinned dude named? Steve? Tall, dark-skinned, skinny dude used to hoop kiss somebody. He would. What was his close homie name that was dark skinned and skinny? They used to be together all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever dude was, that's how me and him got cool.
They had to be. He used to love to hoop, so it had to be hooping. But
yeah, it's probably hooping or kishwaukee or something like that. But I knew a lot of dudes like at college. When you well known, people like telling you stuff. It's college. Everybody want to be validated. So people would, especially because I hang with a crew of dudes that, I mean, like. When we came down there, it was Lele and them crew, Jasani and them, and then me and Q and all them. You know, they was a year behind us. So, like, when you hang with a group of dudes that everybody know, people love to tell you stuff.
Everybody didn't know y'all. Y'all was all over the damn place.
Not y'all.
All 3 of them crews, though, like, they hung out with everybody. I don't even know how that's fucking possible.
Because we all got along. It wasn't no beef. I can go hang out with Jasani and Ronnie Joe and all them the same way I can go hang out with Lele and all them and whoever else. Like, I ain't got no beef with nobody. It's college. I'm from the suburbs. I don't gang bang. I'm cool with everybody. I ain't no Stone. I ain't no GD. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got these issues. I ain't got no beef.
They kind of got along too, though.
And I stayed quiet because I was sleeping with a lot of dudes' chicks. So I came in the background. So.
Of course. Fucking course. Of course. Well, before we get out of here, is there anything you want to, any parting words? What y'all doing?
Just I got some new merch coming out. That's all.
Huh?
How did Saturday go?
Yeah, how was yesterday?
It was fun. I mean, you know, Bob ass ain't organized at all. So it was all impromptu.
But y'all looked good. Like, I know you said it wasn't planned, but I love that literally all y'all gym shoes matched y'all shirts.
Yep.
Yeah. I that was a slick picture that Latoya took impromptu. Like, you can tell when nobody paying attention. But yeah, I thought it was fun. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, matched their gym shoes with their t-shirt or whatever. But no, it wasn't talked about. But I knew I was gonna wear something gold, so I wasn't coming out without no gold shoes. Like, I just
oh my god.
I ain't looking on them. Light skin king light skin.
Is there a maroon sweatshirt? Or that's
Nah,
a long sleeve
that's a long
shirt?
I just make one-offs sometimes just to see if I like it, but I don't really make them to sell because I don't know if I'm gonna like them. So I just be trying stuff. So sometimes I make a one piece in one color, like that gold hood, that gold sweatshirt. I just tried that. I didn't know if it would look good. I just wanted to see. But if somebody want it, I'll make it for them.
I'm gonna put this out here again. You know, I need a V-neck because the girls need to breathe. So
I got a V-neck for you. I got a red V-neck. I'll show it to you right now. You want to see it?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you for it. You was like, oh, I completely forgot. I forgot. Huh?
What size?
I think this is it women's or men's. I definitely ordered a shirt. He was like, I
got shirts on deck.
I was doing my inventory tonight.
That's definitely a V-neck.
Yep. A large, sir.
Oh, I think hold on, this is a large right here.
Maybe I should get a medium so it's like super tight. I need my shit tight so that
I might have sold it already.
Sit up there.
I only made a couple of them. I might have sold the large already.
Do you have a medium? I feel like the medium's gonna be real snug on me, but I just want to eat Snickers that day.
Let me look. Like I said, a couple of them, like the ones like this, I only made like a couple of them. But when people saw them before I got the inventory, I'd be bumping into people and they ask, or they'd buy them right there on the spot. So some of the stuff I be having, like they be going so fast, and people be like, "Oh, you got some stuff," and I just had it in my car, but I had just picked it up. So I think I sold like 2 of the V-necks already. You know what I'm saying? So I got to check.
Well, let me know.
I can make some more.
Okay, I got some red and black Air Maxes on the way. They're supposed to be here like by the end of the week. It'll be really nice with that shirt, sir.
Oh, it won't be that fast though. It won't. Definitely won't be that fast. But I got some more stuff. I got a bunch of stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna put it in the group tomorrow, but I ain't putting nothing online yet. I was working tonight on putting everything online, so it'll be up there by tomorrow night. Y'all can see what it is.
So what y'all doing Wednesday?
I don't know.
Y'all winging it. Well, catch Lance and Tiff on Wednesday. Make sure you catch Sam tomorrow. Are we catching Sam tomorrow?
He's supposed to be. Well, listen, Sam's like he on vacation every week now. I think he done got married 5 times to the same girl. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy for him. Y'all conversation, Karen, on the cooking show.
Yeah.
I was shocked he went into such great detail.
I was too.
Yeah. I was like,
I mean, literally before we went on the show, he was just like, "Why are you so quiet?" And I was like, "I'm an introvert. Like, it takes a lot for me to like open up and start talking to people. Like, it doesn't happen immediately." And he was like, "Yeah, I'm an introvert too." And I was like, "Well, this is going to be real interesting if neither one of us wants to fucking talk."
Well, he went deep. Like, I checked back in. Y'all was done cooking, and I'm like, "Wait, he telling?"
Yeah, we was just chilling.
I was like, "Wow, I couldn't get that much information."
I asked him
my current life.
I know, but I said, I want to ask you some Vixen questions, but I don't know if you want to. He's like, no, let's get into it. And I was like, oh, okay. Everybody wants to be part of the Vixens. Talk about the sexual experiences and the relationships. Let's get it going.
I'm going to have something good for Wednesday, though. I'm gonna have something because we ain't been doing a lot of relationship stuff lately. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have something good. I might start some shit on Wednesday.
Like you always do at this time.
Every Wednesday.
Listen, man, I just be trying to create interesting topics. Sometimes they get people pissed off. I mean, I can't say that I give a fuck because I don't.
Only people knew how hard it was to weekly come up with shit to get on here and talk about every fucking week. I know, man. But thank y'all for listening. Thank you for hanging with us, Lance. On our
no problem. I told you they were tired of me though. Y'all gotta get somebody beside me. They don't want to see me. They barely watch my shit. These motherfuckers is tired of me. I'm tired of me.
10th episode. They ain't tired of you.
Listen, get Nick, get Nick on here, get Algenoid on here, get Streety on here.
Let's get Al.
Kevin Perkins. Everybody love Al ass. Kevin Perkins is a pretty good guest.
Who?
TJ Flanagan. Kevin Perkins, his name Vice. He pretty well known in the group. A lot of people know him. He a pretty good guest because he open, he well spoken. Get Vice on here.
I tried to get Keena. I'm like, Keena, come on here and talk your shit. He was like,
nope. No, I don't think Keena gonna do that. He like been Keena ain't on that. But I was gonna say, there's a couple dudes in here that I really think would like to come on y'all show and have a lot to offer, especially being out of 2 women. I suggest get J Long. I bet you J Long come on here.
I would love to have J. What, we can't have J Law on here?
No, we can have J Law on here. I don't have any beef with J Law, like, but he be like making my eye twitch sometimes with the shit.
People don't watch
like a baby Lance.
People are not. People don't watch you. People are not gonna watch y'all to watch people agree with y'all all night.
Facts.
Like interesting conversation comes from disagreement.
Like,
yeah,
that's why it's
think
always
a lot.
a good time to have Lance Garnett on this show.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, get J Law on there. People hate me. That's okay. I love them anyway.
But thank y'all for hanging out with us. Don't forget to catch Sam tomorrow. Pardon my cooking tomorrow 8 at 8. Tomorrow at 8.
7:30, 8.
Whenever
Sam get on.
Because we were late as hell last week. We were
I'm like, where the hell they at?
We was at the store buying sugar. I pulled up, like, I need some sugar. I was like, bro, I live across the street from a grocery store.
Well, make sure y'all come back tomorrow. Catch Sam tomorrow for part of my cooking at 8 or whatever time you get here. Catch Lance and Tiff on Wednesday at 8. Catch Train with Dame on Saturday at 9 a.m.
And we got some new shit coming. It's about 2 weeks away. I'm introducing a new show.
Ooh.
He introducing a new show in 2 weeks, so make sure you stay tuned for that too. And
spice it up around
don't forget, you guys need to go to YouTube and follow Pardon My Ugly. Subscribe, and you need to subscribe to the my Vixen Memoirs podcast.
Pardon my Vixen.
I know. We probably should be like, pardon my Joe, that's the shirt. Pardon my Vixen. Bam, I'm writing that shit down.
You know what they suggested this weekend? The girl suggested, it's kind of raunchy, but they suggested pardon my titties. The women suggested that.
Wow.
I mean, you do get on here every day with the titties out, so
look, I'm trying to get viewers.
I thought I'm gonna make some boy shorts and call them "Pardon My Cheeks."
I don't have.
I like that.
At the store.
I like that.
I'm going to bed.
But yeah, make sure you subscribe to both of our YouTube channels, Vixen Memoirs Podcast.
Absolutely.
My Ugly, so that way we can start going live from YouTube versus Facebook, and we can be, balls to the walls in this bitch.
Right. Thank y'all for listening. Any questions, emails, suggestions, DM either one of us, or hit us up at askavixen@gmail.com. Thank y'all for checking in.
Thank you for inviting me, ladies. Y'all have a good night.
You too. Bye, y'all.
Right.
Night, guys. All right. We have to be hanging straight up.